All right, welcome to session 56. Previously, you had embarked on the mission to Lumev, and hold on. Sorry. Previously, you embarked on the expedition to Lumev with the goal to return to Delsara City and explore the military HQ and the military district in order to find out more about the Lumev weapon. You returned to the stone pillars, going deep into the facility, and eventually found a shadow kind in some sort of long-term sleep but still alive. You retrieved the person, a woman, and she is still with you, though she is still unconscious. You discovered a new location that has been opened in the crater facility, though the crystal is blinking for some reason. The new location appears to be the upper left location on the wall map. When reaching Delsara City, you found that something has agitated the machines. You dealt with a horde of spider automata and giant war machines that you had never seen before. You had finally reached and entered the military HQ. You figured out how to disable security systems, at least most of them. You spoke to the caretaker and AI running the facility. You found access control and enabled access to the control center, where you were told you need to go to open up hub access. You explored the control center and opened up hub access and eventually figured out how to open up weapon storage A, machine storage A, and weapon research on floor 2. You found organic-like creatures in weapon storage that seemed to be caused by a virus, according to the AI weapon research. Finally, after many fights and harrowing battles, you defeated the heart of the swarm and cleared the virus from the weapon storage areas. You returned to the weapon AI to find it aware of your accomplishments and yet more unhinged. It told you to bring the automata with you when you return. You attempted to speak to the caretaker, but were unable to get a useful response. You explored the experiment area, learning about the experiments themselves and some of Galen's part in all this. And as we begin, you have entered the central area on the second floor, the turrets occasionally twitching back and forth. The turrets to the east, towards weapons storage, seem more agitated now than they were before. So let me go ahead and switch you to the map. All right, and here we go. All right, can everybody see the map?
Yep.
All right then, so what do you do?
Well, I'll go ahead and go downstairs and change the access, and I'll bring Ire up while we're at it.
All right. I'm not going to bother bringing his token, but we'll assume that he's with you.
Devok, for what it's worth, it might be a good idea to park your skeletons outside. I don't know how fast they move, but that way we can make sure they've got a head start.
Sounds good. Let me see how fast they move.
All right. So if you're doing that, I'm
Is
going
there
to
a way I
say.
can see their...
Sorry,
Sorry,
go
is there a
ahead.
way I can see their stats? Like the stats of the skeletons?
Oh, if you double right click on them or shift and then right click, double click on them, I'm not sure if you'll see them. But these have 21 hit points. This version doesn't have the upgraded attack, but I have a new version that does. So in future maps they will. But if they get into combat, I'll bring out those.
Okay. I just want to know there's...
Oh,
both of
let
them.
me check.
Their speed.
Skeleton. Oh wait, it's under characters. Not characters, players. I'll get this right eventually. So a Davok skeleton has 21 hit points. Their formula is 2d8 plus 12. So if you want to re-roll their hit points, we can do so. Their melee attack is a plus 4 to hit and does 1d6 plus 10 piercing damage, which is definitely an upgrade from what they can do before. And their ranged attacks plus 4 to hit with a 1d6 plus 6 piercing damage.
Gotcha. And what's their speed? That's what I wanted
It's
to
30.
check. Oh, okay.
So are you taking them outside?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and delete them for now. All right. So you take the skeletons outside. You bring up Ire with you. He's following behind whoever's last. and you arrive at the top second floor again. It looks like Pico has already gone up north toward the AI. What's everybody else doing?
I
I
was
guess I'm
planning on
following
pulling
up.
Ire with me.
Okay. And as soon as you step over the doorway or step through the doorway, Pico, you hear, "Good, you're back. Go to the door at the end of the hall. It should be open for you now. Make sure to bring the automata with you."
Will do, bringing Ire in tow. What's the rush?
We need to get that information, get the information out, and take care of the situation. And as you approach, the door opens by itself. And inside, you see a ghostly figure of a woman, and she seems to be speaking. And Pico, as you enter, you notice that the AI starts speaking over her. It seems that she is speaking probably the Shadowkind language, but the AI seems to be translating. And she's saying, the message is saying, "I don't know if anyone has left or if anyone else will see this. My name is Shara," and you recognize her, Galen, from your memories and your dreams. She says, and I finally figured out the alternative. The experiments were unnecessary. And as she says that, the the figure distorts, almost disappearing for a moment. You can hear an alarm, but it sounds like it is far away. And then the figure snaps back. She looks weary, but but resigned. Apparently not surprised, but disappointed. You can keenly see that disappointment on her face. "I see it as too late. The weapon has been deployed. You people couldn't just. Well, it's not unexpected. There are but a few minutes left given my proximity." And then she seems to stop for a moment to compose herself and says, "If anyone survives and the Routh return, the AI here has figured out an alternative, a safe way to deploy the weapon." And then the figure vanishes. When it returns, after several long moments pass, the woman's face looks like it's slowly melting. "If you can hear this, come to Nitaro. Eventually, the Nexus portal will open once again. Perhaps they can be saved. Beyond Nitaro, across the Black Sea, is the weapon. But you must come here first. Don't make the same mistake we did." And then the figure disappears. And once that happens, Ire, standing next to you, right, Pico?
Yes.
Suddenly he becomes rigid, standing straight, with his back and his arms to his side, and you hear a hissing noise from him, and then he is silent. And the AI says, "Finally, it is done. Your automata, has access to the weapon, as well as encoded information that will come to light when it is required." And the message, the figure reappears, and she starts speaking as if looping. And then you hear the AI voice get lower. "Finally, it is time." And then you hear an alarm beginning to blare, and the whole space fills with sound. And then you hear a voice: "Detonation imminent in
Oh,
T
shit.
minus 120. Roll initiative."
Well then.
We maybe should have figured out a way to get out the other AI before we did this, but it's fine.
Possibly.
It's time to run. I'm really good at initiative, guys. Yep.
All right. So we'll count this as round one. All right, Pico. The alarm is going. It just said T minus 120. What are you gonna do?
All right. Well, damn, I know what I want to do, but I'm just gonna grab Ire and just crap. Just start yanking
How
him
heavy
along.
is Ire?
So I'll go ahead and look it up on a sheet.
Well, unless you're faster than him, I don't think it really matters. I'm assuming he still has his full move.
He does. His speed is 30.
Okay.
Okay,
I didn't know if we had to
1,
carry
2,
him since we were dragging him.
3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to make Ire dash as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze between the two desks there.
All right. All right, Ragu. You can feel as you start to move a trembling. What are you going to do?
Come on, guys, let us go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna take a dash move. As I run past, I say, "Don't forget Piff." 1, 2,
I
3.
won't. Thank you.
Actually, you could piff out, and that would
4,
save piff.
That's kind of what I was thinking of doing as well. It's
Yeah.
not really
5,
feasible to
6.
have it here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's my dash action. Okay.
Okay. All right,
Is it a
Devon.
full action to Piff somebody
Okay.
out?
Oh, sorry, Ragu. What were you saying?
Is it a full action to Piff your familiar out, or is it a bonus action?
I believe it's an action, but you want to look at your Find Familiar spell. That'll tell you.
Hmm.
All right.
In that case, yeah, if it's an action, then Piff will probably want to move on his own.
All right.
Plus, if he dies, not to be cruel, but I do have the materials to resummon him. And
Yeah.
he doesn't really care because he just goes to a different plane for a little bit.
Yeah.
Good point.
As we're running out, I also yell, "Next time, more time would be appreciated."
Anyway, it is an action, and you do not get a response. Devok, you moved your full move. Getting over the desks here is basically it's rough terrain. So you have to kind of hop over it. So
Sure.
it basically counts as 2 hexes to get into these desk hexes.
Gotcha.
All right. And Galen, Piff is still there. It does take an action to dismiss him. I just looked it up.
Yeah, I'm not
And
gonna do
as you start to move, you hear cracking noises and hissing noises. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna run harder. So my move speed now is 40. That means I can move 8 hexes in action, right?
Right, and you can also spend an action to dash if you don't
Mhm.
want to attack something or dismiss Piff.
Yeah, I'll be fine. So I'll just run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Doesn't
14,
work.
15, 16. Oh, where did Piff go?
I'll
You
just
took
check.
a very long route.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I could have just run through the top. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm here.
And then you hear a voice. Detonation imminent. T minus 114. And
Yep.
as we begin round 2, if you the ground shakes a bit and you feel like there's a buildup of pressure from somewhere. Pico, what are you gonna do?
Do I see any obviously bad terrain?
You do actually. It looks like the ground 2 hexes in front of you is cracking.
All right. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then for the dash, dragging ire still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I am smacking the elevator button, assuming it's not open already.
All right, you do so, and you hear some movement, and the doors haven't quite opened yet, although you hope they do soon. All right, Ragu, what are you gonna do?
Drag and run. 1,
If you're
can't hear
talking,
you.
I can't hear you.
Sorry. And my dash is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. And as you're running, you notice that you hear the space behind you crack, and you look over your shoulder. You see parts of the floor. You see this big cracks formed in the floor, almost like there's some sort of unseen pressure. All right,
Okay.
Davak.
As my bonus action, can I ready my whip as I stand there waiting for Devok and Galen?
You're gonna do what?
Ready my whip.
That would be like an attack or something. So that would take. That would be basically holding your action. But you've already spent your
that
action
wouldn't
dashing.
that wouldn't be a bonus action just to get it in my hand.
Oh, sure, you get it. You can get it in your hand. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, Davak. As you're moving, you get to this spot here, and you hear cracking beneath you as you step on the floor. What are you gonna do?
Not the outhouse.
Uh oh.
Um,
I step to the side.
All right, go ahead and give me a dex save.
Okay.
Okay,
do I have to hold an action? Oh, sorry.
You narrowly step out of the way as a piece of floor gives way. Your foot gets stuck, tripping you, and you wind up going prone right there.
So I did make it though.
You did make it. You're on the floor, but you basically fell over.
Probably
I
a
see.
10 to not take damage and a 15 to not, flatten.
Probably, yeah.
Um,
That makes sense.
All right.
is it gonna be a reaction, or do I have to hold my action to be able to help them get over obstacles if I'm right there?
If you're right there next to him and you're running together, you could basically I would say you being there could help him. But to do a whole help action would require you to have an action. So I would say I would lower the DC a bit, but you
Okay.
can't actually use the help action without actually using an action, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that is my intent, to make sure that the other two get out, even though I'm running first. I want to, if there's cracks in the floor or stuff, I'm there to make sure they don't get left behind.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Galen, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
As
Careful
you
the
come
floor.
across, you can see a hole in the floor here, and you can see Davak is
right
currently
here?
prone, face down.
8.
I'm holding my arm out, like, you can make it.
Is it a full action to pick Devok up?
Yeah, I think it would be.
Oh, okay, damn.
So you could,
'Cause
but you
I'm-
could go there and then pick him up if you have enough movement.
No, I just ran out of movement right here, so I'd
Well-
have to dash to get.
The elevator door isn't open yet, right?
Right.
You've got time. The door's not open.
No, I know I have time to pick him up. I cannot pick him up. I didn't have the movement. for
Okay.
it.
Well, you can just do your dash action then and get to wherever you want to be.
Yeah, I'll just jump.
I think I
somewhere.
can get up. I think I'll be fine.
And so the way getting up works is it takes half your movement to stand up, but that's half your regular movement. That doesn't take away your ability to dash.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
All right, I'll stand here.
Come on, come on. Bap, 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 bap.
All right.
For-
So you hear a voice. T minus 108. We begin round 3. You can feel the vibration increasing. Pico, the door just opens. What do you do?
Oh, perfect.
Is there an elevator in there?
There is an elevator there.
All right, I am pulling Ire in there, and I'm going to go ahead and start pressing the first floor. But I'm going to, well, actually, no, I'm going to wait for everybody to get in and do that whole arm out the door.
Fair enough.
put the
You can
button
use
in
a free action to do that, so that's fine. All right. So you're in the elevator waiting.
And as I'm sitting there, ears are back, tail's flitting around wildly, and I just yell out, "Hey, AI, you're supposed to wait until after the countdown to blow it up."
You don't get a response. Ragu, what do you do?
I'm gonna use my action to pick Devok up, and we're going to move. 1, 2, and then 3 into the elevator.
Okay. Are you carrying Devok? Do you have enough movement for that? Or I mean,
Uh,
helping him? Because
Yeah,
it's
actually, because I didn't burn my action, so
okay.
I can
Because
physically have him picked up.
so it
Set him
works.
down when I get to the end.
Fair enough. It works like grappling, where basically you move at half speed. But if you have enough movement for that, then awesome.
Yep, just 3.
All right, Devok,
So we
you
did to
find
get the
yourself
elevator.
in the elevator already because Ragu's pulled you in there. Do you do anything else?
No, I think we're just waiting at this point.
All right. And Galen, what do you do?
I run in if the doors are open.
Okay, you run in the elevator, and Pico, I'm assuming you essentially held your action to kind of push the button. So I'm assuming you're doing that now.
Yep, bang, bap. And if there's a little door close button, I'm hitting that too.
All right, the doors close. You hear a voice, T minus 102. And as we begin round 3, it takes the elevator the whole 6 seconds to reach the bottom, and I'm going to take you there.
Any good elevator music playing while we go down?
Unfortunately, it seems completely devoid of music, except for Pico.
The walls are crumbling around. There's smooth jazz in the background.
All right, so did it really get rid of everybody's initiative?
No,
Oh, no.
I was
That's-
1. I remember
that's-
what it is.
Okay, yeah, so
That is fine.
just go ahead and roll again. That's fine.
I was gonna say I don't mind. Can I purposely go last on my initiative?
I know
Yeah,
mine was 20.
There you go.
not
This is
anymore.
some mediocre rolls.
We're not very good at rolling initiative.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There's one.
I'll take
I
my
did
12.
ask. Can I purposely go last?
Sure.
1 second.
Okay.
We'll put you to 1 then. Let me go
Alright.
ahead and I'll just move you. You're after Devok. All right. So I think this is actually round 5. All right. So Pico, the elevator door has just opened. You wasted a full 6 seconds in there. So what are you gonna do?
I've got 2 questions. First one is, do I recognize either of the automata in my view?
Do you recognize the automata in your view? Yeah.
I can see P automata 2 and 6.
Yeah, they've been there. They're just standing there. But yes, you recognize them from before.
Okay, well that leads to my second question, which it sounds like they don't appear to be hostile, do they?
They do not.
Okay. All right, well in that case, I am going to go ahead and yank Ire along. 4, 5, 6. And then
As you move, some of the giant crystal in front of you, you notice it starts to crack, and a piece starts to slide. What do you do?
I'm moving out of the way of it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start moving this way unless it looks like it's going that way.
All right. So as you move, just go ahead and give me a DC 10 dex save.
Dex save.
Okay, no problem. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yep. And like I said, I'm still dragging Ire along.
Fair enough. I would normally have made him make a dex save, but since he's not here, we're not doing that. All right, Galen, you
Yep.
can feel the place shaking, and you can hear cracking from above. What are you gonna do?
Wonderful. Run. 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you pass by this machine, I guess right here, go ahead
Yeah.
and give me a dex save.
Deal. I'm really good at this. Ooh,
As
okay,
as
hold
you're
on.
passing, oh sorry.
I'm super sorry. I want to use Favored by the Gods, which
Okay.
lets me add 2d4 to a failed saving throw.
Sure, go ahead and roll it.
I'm gonna have to get a 3 or a 4 for this to presumably not hurt me, but I think it's worth it.
Okay, go for it.
Yes. Okay. That's
All
a
right,
10.
so just barely. It looks like it's about this large piece of ceiling is about to land on your head, and as you dodge out of the way, you're not going to make it. Then it's almost like somebody pushes you, and
Yeah.
you wind up in the next space as it crashes into the machine, breaking it. All right, go ahead and
Yeah.
continue.
Jeez. Rather not have this be Home Alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
All right.
9, 10. Oh, it's being weird.
Yeah, because
11.
you have two things selected. Go ahead and just unselect
Oh,
something, and there you go.
got it. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
so you were basically moving Piff with you tagging
yeah, I
along.
thought it would be easier that way. It turns out it wasn't.
Well,
Um,
what you want to do when you do that is put
uh-huh.
Piff on the same hex you're on, and then select that
Yeah.
hex.
Oh, and then I can like do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that go.
All right, is
13,
that the end of your turn?
15, 16. Right there. That's the end of my turn. I'm gonna yell out to the AI over here. Hopefully you can hear me. The building is collapsing. If you have any way to get out, I suggest trying it.
You
That'll
all
be
you
my turn.
hear is detonation imminent.
All right.
Detonation imminent.
Well, nothing we can really do.
All right, Devok, the place is shaking. The part of Galen barely avoided getting his head smashed in with the ceiling. What are you gonna do?
I catch up.
All right. Um. Yep.
And that was my full movement. Does anything happen while I'm running?
Nope. You're lucky. Nothing seemed to break. Pico and Galen seem to get the brunt of that. And Ragu, what are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna charge. 1, 2. Oh, hold on a second. Lost him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I will dash. 1, 2, 3. This place down here is a lower.
It
thing,
is, yeah.
right?
Which means you can jump down there. It's only a couple of feet, without any extra movement cost. Climbing back out would cost extra movement unless you use the stairs.
I'll jump down here and go 4, 5, 6.
Okay, and as you pass this spot here, you notice that some of the shards of crystal seems to be breaking off. You can hear it cracking, and pieces of the glass-like material come raining down. What do you do?
We'll go ahead and dodge.
Okay, give me a dex save. You dodge out of the way as it smashes into the ground. Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
T minus 96. Round
Oh boy.
6. All right, Pico, the shaking and vibrations has continued to ramp up. What are you going to do?
All right. 1, 2. How'd you get ahead of me? 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably because Ire's such a lodestone.
So
And
climbing back out, because this area is lower than this area, requires 2 hex of movement.
not a problem.
Okay.
I'll just use my extra free 10 feet since I can't use it thanks to Ire. And then I'll go ahead and as I'm leaving the room, I'm going to yell out, "Farewell, caretaker. I always liked you best." And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
All right, fair enough. Galen, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna do the same thing. How much did you say it was to get up again?
2 hexes to move into a hex out above you.
Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4,
As you
5.
step there,
Shit.
part of the ceiling collapses. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna dodge.
Okay, give me a dex save.
This is gonna be good.
You make it. You dodge
Oh.
forward as a chunk of the ceiling smashes into the floor behind you. Go ahead and continue.
Okay. I think it was 7, 8. Maybe that was 8. No, I'll call that 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Run faster. 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand at the doorway, just ushering people through.
Fair enough. All right, Devok, the place continues to shake, and you see the floor around you cracking. What are you going to do?
Run forward. I'll
Okay,
try to catch up like before.
so it takes 2 hexes to get out.
Oh, that's right. Then okay, so that means I have 30. I started there. 1, 2. I think this is the furthest I could go with my movement, so that's where I end my turn.
All right, fair enough. All right, Ragu, you've dodged some of the crystals falling and smashing at the ground, the place shaking violently. What are you going to do?
1, 2, 3.
The crystals are
4.
solid.
Oh wait, where was I here?
Yeah.
There.
Yeah,
1.
you can go there, but you just can't go into
Oh,
there.
okay. All right. 2, 3, 4,
And it'll cost you 2 hexes to get out of
5,
that area.
6. Okay. And okay, yeah, that'll be good.
All right.
Wait, you didn't dash?
No, I'm good.
You don't want to dash?
All
Yeah,
right.
that's his decision. All right. Detonation imminent. T minus 90. Round 7. Pico,
Nope.
what are you going to do?
All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and just proceed out the door. Ho and I are along, and you only beat me out because I have to haul this metal lunk.
All right, you leave the area and start climbing through the ruins. Galen, what are you going to do?
I'm actually gonna hold my action. I'm gonna wait till everybody else is out to leave.
Okay. All right, Devok, the place is shaking violently. What are you going to do?
Run. And I head out the door.
All right, you run out the door through the ruins, and even outside, the area shaking. There are pieces of rock falling from ruins that were held up precariously. All right, Ragu, what are you doing?
Okay, Char's gonna fly 10 feet this way. Hold on. And give me the help action. And then he's going to fly the rest of his movement to there. I'm going to take 1 step. I'm going to use my action as I run by. Can I borrow that, please? Thank you. And I snatch Automata 5 or Automata 6 gun
God.
out of his hand. And
Okay,
continue
go
my
ahead
run.
and give me a melee attack.
Yes. Okay, is it a melee attack or a athletics check for grappling? Melee attack. Okay.
Yeah, because you're attacking a small target. You're not just grabbing him anywhere.
Yeah, I'm just
So that would
snatching the
be
gun out of his hand as I run by.
your. It's not a magic weapon or anything, so it'd be your proficiency plus your dex bonus.
Okay, proficiency and dex bonus.
And
okay,
a
so
d20, of course.
Yeah. So sorry about this. Slow typist. /R 1d20 plus 8.
Okay, and as you
And
go
I
down.
have advantage on that if I need something more,
Oh, that's
Okay.
true.
but I doubt it.
All right. Yeah, he struggles. You manage to rip it out of his hand, but unfortunately, you basically spend your entire action doing that.
Yep, because I've only got 5 hex of movement left. That's kind of what I figured I would be doing. That's why I paused for a second up here. All right, so that was 2, 3, 4. As I run by, can my bonus action or free action close the door? Just hit the button as I run?
There is no door. That's just a doorway.
Oh,
It's
okay.
basically like an archway kind of thing. There's no actual door there.
Okay. 5 and 6. That's my total movement.
All right. You hear detonation imminent in T minus 84. So in round 8, before we continue, I have something to do.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Yep.
All right, let me resort. All right, so this is still 84.
Are they coming from back here? Where are they?
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, Pico, you notice that as you're running, you look behind you, and all of a sudden you hear a bunch of movement from inside, as if a nest of things has been activated. Are you you're currently outside? Are you going to continue running away, or what are you going to do?
No.
Keep running.
Damn it, Rasiri!
Keep running. I got it covered.
No, you don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just for good measure, I take a swipe at the spider.
Okay, go for it. That hits.
Not that I was really trying to, but
Oops. Minus 10. All right, good hit.
oh wow. Anyway, so standing underneath Rasiri, I use my bonus action to turn into, oh, I forget which horse. Basically a horse.
Okay.
So I've got my 60, actually 70 feet worth of movement. And so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, basically 7 where Devok is, and then I have 7 more hexes worth of movement, which I'm promptly going to use to try to break line of sight and move the maximum distance possible.
Okay, so yeah, so you ran in, you attacked the spider, you turn around and you left. Is that correct?
Sorry, say that again?
So you ran in, you attacked the spider, turned into a horse, and then ran out.
Well, specifically, I turned into a horse under Rasiri to get him on my back so I could ride out with him.
Oh, I see. All right. Ragu, go ahead and actually, yeah, I guess you would have been aware of it. So you can go ahead and give me a athletics or acrobatics check to see if you stay on the horse.
Okay, hold on a second. I don't have advantage anymore. And
Okay, you do so. And so you ride away. Alrighty.
And Char has 60 feet of movement, so he's able to fly out of the hallway real quick.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's in the air now.
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2. All right. One thing you notice, Galen, you
No.
see an automata. Oh, actually, no, actually, that automata can't do that. 4, 5, 6. All right, I was going to have him shoot at you, but
Yeah,
actually
but
he
he's gone,
can't
he's
because he
gone.
lost his weapon.
Am I in
Hopefully-
a wall?
You're out, so you might be in the wall. Hold on.
I was gonna say all I see is black. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're outside. I'll move you guys to that map once we get there. Alrighty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Galen, you see Devok is standing next to you. Pico is actually left. with Ragu on a horse, and you see that the horde of automata is heading your direction. What are you going to do?
Oh man. Um, we gotta go, Devok.
You could
Yeah.
exit the building from where you are now.
Yeah, but I don't
Um,
know if Devok has time to do that before the horde hits him.
I already left.
Oh, you did?
oh, did you get outside?
Yeah.
Okay, in that
Yeah.
case, yeah, it's just you then. Sorry about that.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna run out the door yelling, "Friendly, friendly, I'm friendly," in whatever broken shadow kind I know, and then yeah, run.
Okay,
Just I'm running out.
so what I'm going to do then is I am going to. Well, actually, you guys. Okay, so I have a question for you. Are you attempting? Are you just going to attempt to run through the ruins as fast as you can? Or are you going to attempt to turn around and fight the automata? Are you going to try to do an ambush? What are you going to do?
We need to just
I think we're
leave.
running.
Yeah, we need to leave.
Okay, so you start running. You're going over the debris in the ruins. Things are collapsing around you as you faintly hear the countdown continuing to tick. So I'm gonna need to have everybody make me a dex save to see if you stay on your feet.
Since
Well, actually, Ragu doesn't have to make a dex save. In this case, it would be Pico making the dex save instead. But Pico, you're in horse form, so I'll give you advantage.
Well, actually, there's probably something I've got going in my favor here.
Okay.
When you use a dash action, which I'm doing, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement on that turn. So I don't know if that helps, but basically that allows me to move normally through difficult terrain.
Okay. Fair enough. So I think you're probably fine then. So you and Ragu are fine. Galen and Devok, both of you have to give me dex saves.
I
Okay.
Although
There we
Rasiri would be a
go.
good time to frickin' web the front door.
Say that again.
Be a good time to web the front door before we go.
That's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just say that you do that then. As you're leaving, you cast your spell to web the front door. Devok, you did make it, although the DC was 10, so just barely. Basically, so you see some debris becoming loose. It starts falling down, and it kind of nips the back of your boot as it slams into the ground behind you as you run away. Ragu casts his web spell. The automata get momentarily stuck in the web, and it takes them enough time to break through that the rest of you are able to get away. So I'm going to go ahead and move you to the map. If I can, there it is. So as you quickly move away, you you notice that all of a sudden there is this massive explosion behind you as the real meat of the explosion happens, and it's such that most of you are knocked to the ground, and possibly except for the horse. And where the HQ was, most of the buildings have been reduced to a crater. The other thing you notice, however, is that the war machines you see in the distance seem to have gone crazy. They seem to be moving around, firing at anything. You can see that they're firing at buildings, they're firing at anything that looks remotely like a person. And
Oh
you
boy.
suspect that if you got anywhere close to those things, that they would fire without hesitation. The other thing you notice is that the spirits seem to be more active, and as you're watching, you can see more spirits rising, and you can see their darkness as they move across the landscape. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take you out of combat for now. eventually. All right, there we go. All right,
All right.
so you can go ahead and move a hex.
At the earliest opportunity, once we're not in immediate danger, I'm basically shaking Ragu off my back and nudging for, I'm going to just tell Ire, get on my back.
Okay, so after the explosion, you can see the hordes moving in the distance, but nothing is currently heading your direction or look like they know you're there. So you can do that.
All right, let me go ahead and switch maps here. I'll eventually, there it is. I just want to make sure I have the correct one up.
And as you knock Ragu off, you can see that he has this strange weapon in his hand. It's it looks like a lot like a cannon, but held in a person's hand. It seems to have some sort of lever mechanism, and you see that it's glowing with lights. But you notice something odd due to your passive perception. You can see it on the side of it. There's a display, and on the display you see something that looks like two symbols, and one of the symbols is changing, and then every once in a while the second symbol changes. Then the first symbol changes a couple of times, and the second symbol changes. Um, you're not sure exactly what it means, but there's definitely something happening with the display. So what do you do?
Interesting.
All right, well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and move here. Wait, no, let's go. No, here. Wait, no, sorry, we were there, right? Yeah, here.
All right. So as you move, you notice that one of the numbers in that countdown, Ragu, because I actually, did you ever point that out, Pico, to Ragu? Or you couldn't have. So Ragu, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
Okay, yeah, you don't notice anything. All right, you guys move, and as you do so, you see the creatures around you moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Moving that way since we got that big hole in the way. All right. All right, let's move down. 2, 3, 4, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. All right.
Char
so
has a +3 on perception. Would he been able to help me notice or no?
Okay, fair enough. Char, you notice that Char lands on this weapon that you have, and he pecks at the side of it, or kind of, gestures at the side of the weapon. And I'm assuming you look at that, and because I can't hear you if you're talking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I know it is a really cool thing. I saw the music, and then I see the numbers or the symbols.
Yeah, and one thing you notice as you look at it, that one of the symbols seems to you had two symbols there, and one of them seemed to change and then disappear, and then the first set of symbols resets at that point as well, and then starts slowly changing. And you notice that that symbol is changing about once a second, and so it changed from two symbols to one symbol. So what
All
do you
right,
guys do?
Jeremy, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you a question. Would this be a normal or disadvantage check for me?
Would be a normal check.
All right. I just kind of look at the symbols and go, oh, crap.
It's the countdown.
And I chuck it to my left as hard as I can.
Okay, as you chuck it, and you guys start moving away, it takes about 10 seconds, and then you hear a loud explosion.
Damn it. I thought that would be so cool.
All right, what do you guys do?
Keep going, I
Um,
guess.
And you notice
Making
that
sure
too,
everybody's
Pico. You just like he chucked it, and like 10 seconds later, there was an explosion.
all right. God damn it. I don't like this. I'm gonna go ahead and go this way to try to get some distance from the dark spirit.
All right. Cool.
By the way, Jeremy, if I had failed my deduction roll, then I would have just held onto the thing and exploded.
Yep. No, good. Yeah. But yeah, that was definitely a good idea, and I was surprised that you got it.
I thought it would be so cool, even if it only had 1 or 2 shots in it. But hey, it was still funny.
Yep. All right, that's probably good enough for now. All right, you notice that the dark spirits moved away, but you notice that one of the deranged giant war machines has moved in your direction. It doesn't seem to be purposeful, though.
All right. Those when that thing fired, when one of those things fired before, it was using an energy weapon, right?
It was.
All right. All right, Fire Lily, I need you to take point. We're going to be moving closer to that that thing, that machine, if we have to. And I know this is risky, but try and get its attention and fly in, immediately get under cover and try to pull it away from us, then meet back up. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and move here.
Okay, so what I'm going to have you guys do is, just in case, as a group, go ahead and make a stealth check. It's a group stealth check.
Okay.
Okay.
So everybody rolls and then we average? Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, basically at least half the people have to succeed.
Look at us go.
All right.
We're
It
sneakier
looks
than-
like as you move toward the war machine, it doesn't seem to take any notice of your presence. However, everybody does get to move, so that doesn't necessarily mean it won't move you in your direction. It just won't do so purposefully. One, two, three. Okay. Fortunately, that one was towards something else and was not the war machine. Alright, move that guy and we'll call it good. Alright, so the war machine seems to have moved away, and you can see two large groupings of spirits to the east. What are you going to do?
I don't like this. We got two choices. We can either stay put and see if the situation improves. Otherwise, I think the best course of action is to move towards the machine again. Any thoughts?
I don't like it, but yeah, probably.
I agree.
I'll get ready. Make sure everybody's behind.
All right. Fire Lily, same plan as before. Go ahead and move down this way.
Okay, so I'm going to have everybody do the same thing. Make a group stealth check.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
I guess I'm countering yours.
Oh wait, can we roll tailing? Gotcha. Cool.
Because we are moving and being stealthy, so that's kind of
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
All right, at least half the group succeeded, so you're actually okay. They don't seem to change course or notice you. So
Man, we
Now
can't do
they'll-
that again. That was horrible.
now they'll move. All right.
Just out of curiosity, the spirits and the machines, do they not like each other, or are they okay? I thought they were against each other. Or am I
You
just
haven't
thinking
really
something else?
seen any real evidence either way, honestly.
Okay. I
You
must be
do
thinking of
notice
something
though that
else
they don't
because I
they
thought they
don't
did.
move together, but you're not sure why. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be there, but that one's gonna move. So that would be there. All right. And this time I'll move that one. All right. So you continue to sneak behind the buildings and avoid the attention of the war machine. What do you do?
All right, here we go.
So just so you know, this is a giant hole right here. So if you go into these 2 hexes, you'll be climbing down into a hole.
Yeah, this is what I'm gambling on here. Well, wait a minute. Actually, can we go in the hole?
You can. You'll have to make essentially a climbing check to make sure nobody slips and falls and that kind of thing. But there will be checks involved, but you can climb down.
We either go down the hole, which I'm in favor of, or we try to sneak past 2 different groups of critters with the possibility of dark spirits getting involved too.
Yeah, let's just go into the hole.
All right.
So I'm gonna need everybody to.
Oh, crap. No, I can't do that without changing out of horse form.
Ooh.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
All
Well, you
right.
can change out the force form, and Eider can still be moving on his own. We just have to kind of guide him.
Yeah, but he's precious cargo right now, and I can move him a lot faster as a horse than if we're all on foot. Take the chance here.
All right, one more. Another stealth check.
Cool. One more step.
All right, I'll take that.
All right, you continue to
Wow.
sneak past the buildings and duck out of sight, and they don't seem to recognize your presence. So let me go ahead and move everybody.
Solid 2. Oh yeah.
So that goes straight up. Okay. 1, 2,
Excellent.
3, 4, 5. And we'll go ahead and move these guys this way. And there. And then we'll move that guy. Alright, so you continue to sneak, and you've noticed that the Dark Spirits, Sinister Spirit, and the War Machines have moved away. What are you going to do?
Moving this way. Perfect.
Okay, you move, and you don't see anybody around. Six. That goes back there. And the War Machine seems to be heading in the direction of the HQ for some reason.
How long does it take to move across these hexes?
I wanted to say like 15 minutes, I believe I said it.
Okay. All right. In that case, have I moved 8 hexes yet?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, change back to normal form. And so we'll stay on foot, but we've got an obvious direction to move here.
Okay. So you continue to move, and all right. Yeah, you continue to move, and you can see that you're getting close to the wall. All right, let's see if these guys move. If they don't, yeah, they move away. All right, so go ahead and I'm assuming you're going to move southeast once again.
Yeah, definitely going right out that exit.
All right, so you wind up getting up to the wall. There was that passage that you guys had found before, which you take. And once you crawl out of the passage, or you walk out of the passage, you notice that there's a group of dark spirits directly to the south, and then you can barely make them out.
Those are
They're
sinister
sinister
spirits.
spirits. You can barely make out dark spirits to the east. The dark spirits seem to be facing, moving a different direction, so you don't have to make a stealth check. What are you going to do?
Move here.
Okay, and at this point in time, I'll go ahead and have you make your group stealth check. One success and one failure.
1 sec.
All right, you succeed. 1, 2, 3. All right. So the sinister spirits to the south seem to be moving roughly in the direction of the water treatment plant. What are you going to do?
I'll go ahead and how about we back off and see what these things do?
You guys probably want to respond.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna back up.
Yeah, backing up sounds like
Yeah, I don't really want to get in the middle of them, so
yeah.
that's probably smart.
All right. Okay, so I'll pull back to here.
Okay.
If they do wind up coming at us, you simply have to tune into a horse again and run away with Ire, and I'll hold them off as long as I can and get away.
Yeah, that'll be a pretty good plan for tomorrow.
All right. The spirits you can barely make out. They seem to be roughly in the vicinity of the water treatment plant. So what do you do?
All right. I am going to go ahead and move to here.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you see that they had now moved away toward the southwest. So what are you going to do?
Isn't that the direction we need to be going?
Move here. Taking a chance, but
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and have everybody make a group stealth check.
Sounds good.
All right.
nice.
All right, they don't seem to notice you. So I'm going to go ahead and move them once again. The sinister spirits seem to be moving away from you. So what are you going to do?
Whew. Make it to the water treatment plant.
All right, you finally arrive, and as you get close, you can kind of feel darkness, a sort of tingling darkness on the air, and you get this sense that this chilliness pervades the place. So what do you do? You should first. Can everybody see the map?
Yeah.
It's loading,
Okay,
but
yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, we can give it a minute to load. Yeah, I guess Roll20 is acting up a little bit as far as loading times. All right. So what do you guys do?
We've got a group of spirits off to the east. It looks like probably 3 sinister spirits that I can see. Oh, I see a dark spirit. Okay, everybody see my ping?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
About twice as far out from that is where the dark spirit is.
You can see that far?
Yep, this is if you see my other ping, that's where I'm looking.
I do.
How do you
I
see
can't-
that far?
Yeah, I
120
see
feet dark
here
vision.
and max.
Oh, he's got dark vision.
Yeah,
Well, 120 feet worth of it specifically.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fair.
a lot.
Yeah, normally it's 60 feet dark vision, but he's got extended dark vision. What gives you that exactly?
It was a. Oh, geez. I think it was a sorcerer thing.
Okay,
Yeah, it's your
The shadow magic
power.
sorcerer.
there you go.
Very cool.
Let's
60
see.
feet. Yeah, that's all I can see.
Let's see. Let's grab Fire Lily.
Dragoon reaches into his pouch and just kind of tosses Fire Lily one fire cylinder. It's like, I hope you don't need it.
Okay, does Fire Lily catch it or does it land on the ground?
Oh,
Fire
God.
Lily will grab it.
All right.
Well, this promises to be fun. Although, what does it take to trigger one of these things?
It's basically an action. So there's some mechanism on there. The bird could probably do it, but since it's an attack, it counts as an action.
Okay. Yeah, just checking to see if I needed to change forms. How about we sit tight for a minute? Fire Lily, do you want to go ahead and scout the door to the north? Are any of these windows here broken? I thought I remembered some of them being smashed, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
this one over here is smashed, and then this one way over here is smashed.
All right. So I'm gonna have Fire Lily go ahead and. Oh shoot, is this closed?
Actually, I don't know why that's blocked. Let me go ahead and clear that. Yeah, that shouldn't be blocked. There you go.
All right. Well, if you're looking for lovely news, you'll be happy to know that there are 3 dark spirits with the sinister spirits, of which there are at least 4.
Hmm.
Truly a
Very
lovely
good.
day. All right. Okay, so Fire Lily's going to go ahead and actually just pop in the door and then listen carefully.
Okay. Fire Lily does not hear anything from there.
Mm-hmm. Mentally back to Pico. The way seems to be clear. All right, so do we want to? Fire Lily says it's clear to the north. We want to try and go that way and take the interior way to the entry rather than go around the building.
Yeah, sure. If that seems to have the least amount of people, then let's do it.
Yeah.
do it.
All right. 6, 7, 8, and actually, I guess I'm just gonna dash to get over to Fire Lily.
Okay.
Actually, no, I take that back. I'll take here so I can actually keep an eye out.
Okay. And as you do, you notice the spirits are moving, although they seem to be aimlessly moving over in that area. They don't seem to be moving toward you.
Mm-hmm. As 1, 2, 3. Okay, as people start getting in range of me, I'll mention that they're wandering aimlessly, but who knows what we'll find inside.
Oh,
All right, Galen, are you staying out in the street?
No, sorry, I was trying to move. My bad.
you're good.
All right, so yeah, as you head to the north, it gets awfully quiet. You don't really hear anything. You don't hear any wind or moaning or clacking or anything.
Hmm.
However, you get the sense that the fog might be dampening sounds slightly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead and scout a little bit Fire Lily.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Fire Lily looks into the rooms, and as far as it can see, it doesn't see any movement.
Okay. So to the east is clear. I'm still checking north.
As you head north, it's faint, but Fire Lily hears kind of clicking from this direction, like metal on stone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, mentally to Pico. I hear clicking. Okay. we've probably got some of those spider critters inside. We probably are better off dealing with those than dark spirits. So I think we should go to the end of the hallway. It's going to be northeast of Fire Lily, but not in line of sight. I'm going to go ahead and move here so that I can keep an eye out in case I see anything cross line of sight. I'm going to wave everybody forward.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. You continue to hear forward. You you guys don't hear the noise yet. Fire Lily is a little ahead and probably has slightly enhanced hearing. At least I would assume. Being a bird.
Mhm.
Well, anyway, it's fine. So you don't hear the noise yet.
Mhm. All right. You guys want to catch up to Fire Lily and kind of make an assessment about the clicking noises? I'll keep an eye here just to make sure that we don't have any surprises come to flank us. If it comes down to it, maybe going this way and then north will work. Problem is that's going to put us uncomfortably close to those spirits. So I think the hallways are better if we can, make that work for us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Let's move forward a bit.
sneak on up.
All right. Let's
Hmm.
see.
I'll wait here.
Okay, so you make your way forward. You two don't really hear anything at this point. Ragu, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm moving up. Sorry.
Also, I'll have my skeleton stay with Pico.
Okay. You notice, Pico, that the skeletons all kind of stand right next to you.
So you guys hourly or or salaried?
They don't respond.
Obviously signed an NDA. Devok,
Yes.
you're a shrewd one.
Uh,
All right, so you continue to wait, Pico. You don't notice any movement. As far as the group ahead of the hall, you don't really hear anything yet. So what do you guys do?
let's take a peek in if there's nothing. Or you're already kind of peeked in.
Yeah.
Which way direction did Fire Lily say they heard it from?
More or less to the northeast.
Northeast. Got it.
Would I get the impression that I was hearing the noise from
Somewhat this
around the
way.
corner?
Yeah.
If you guys want to make active perception checks because you're actively listening, you can do so.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Bunk.
No, you don't really hear anything yet. Devon can tell you,
Nope.
however, you hear the distinct sound of, faintly, but the sound of metal on stone. It's like multiple tapping, as it's like 8 at a time as things move around. And you can hear between 3 to 6 sources of that. And it's generally in this direction.
Okay. So I relay that information to everyone else. Maybe we don't go that way.
Well, it's better than spirits, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, specifically dark spirits, which can create more enemies, and they have a nastier
Yeah,
drain life
they
type
hurt.
thing. Because remember, they can knock your maximum health down.
Well, we do have to get that direction in order to get through this and back to the
Yeah, good point. I say we just take him, actually.
Yeah, let's get
if
Pico
we
up
can
here
fight
and
as quietly as
just say
possible,
we
not
can
to
take
alert them
him.
in the other room.
Yeah.
I've got an idea. Give me a moment. Oops, that's not the right thing. Okay, yeah, that's what I need to do. Fire Lily is going to turn invisible and cautiously move forward.
Okay. As you fly, you don't see any movement outside of the occasional bit of fog moving around.
All right. Let's see, 60 feet. All right. So I'm gonna get to, I guess, here, and I'm gonna hold an action. If I see anything, Fire Lily is going to go ahead and dash back towards the main group, and then go around the corner.
Okay, fair enough. So that's what Fire Lily's doing.
And do I hear anything still?
Sorry, say it again.
Do I see anything?
You do not see.
I mean, hear anything. I mean, sorry.
You're you do, and the sounds are coming from the north.
Okay. Mentally, I'll relay that information to Pico, and Pico will then mentally relay that. Uh, the enemies are north of the end of the hallway,
Okay.
that first corner.
Do you have a count?
No visuals yet. Any estimate? Oh, I think Devok already had a rough count, didn't he?
Yeah, he was estimating between 3 and 6. But that's obviously that's just moving figures.
Yeah. It sounds fine.
We can take that.
I say we go.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree. Let's take them.
Sneak on up to Fire Lily here.
Okay. Yeah, you start moving up. Ragu, are you attempting to be stealthy?
Yeah, I was sneaking. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth check then. Okay. You continue. Since the noise was pointed out to you, you can hear it. Although it's not well enough to estimate numbers, but it is well enough to realize that it's not changing.
Okay.
All right. So Galen and Devok and Pico, what are you three doing?
I
think we should
want
do
someone to just go in. We all just go in together.
Yeah,
and
let's.
surprise
Let
them.
me get a scout here real quick.
For sure. It would be best to know how much we have, but I agree. I think we can just take them.
Yeah, but I just don't want to be the one leading that charge because I'm squishy.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and mentally to Devok and Galen. Okay, I'm gonna move here so I can see Galen. So mentally to the both of you, Fire Lily doesn't see anything up the north hallway. If we keep going east, past where Siri is, we might be able to sneak past everything. And if not, at least we'll be all close together for any sort of conflict.
Yeah.
So, yep, I'll go ahead and move up. I want to have your skeletons follow the rear. I don't know how rattly they are.
Probably pretty rattly.
They are following you because they haven't been given new orders.
All right.
I can keep scouting east, or do you want me to check north to see what we're actually dealing with?
I say check north.
Yeah, just take a peek north. Otherwise, I was gonna.
Okay, I'll move close enough so I can mentally talk to a Ragu. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you now hear the sound coming from two different locations: this direction and this direction.
Okay, I see the 3 at the far end of the hallway. So Fire Lily's going to come back. And then 3 at the end of the very long hallway, and then some appear to be in a room. I think we can sneak past if we keep going east.
Okay, quietly.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to hold here for the
We're
moment.
not doing that yet, are we? Sorry.
Not
Never mind
unless
that
you're
roll, we're not
actually
moving
moving.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not moving yet. Sorry, I was jumping the gun.
Okay.
Fire Lily's moving forward. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm going to go ahead and carefully move up behind Rasiri. We'll hold here for the moment.
Okay.
How are you doing on web, Rasiri?
I've got 1 charge and I've got 3 of the crystals. If we can hold off on crystals, I've got 1 good web left.
Okay, if you have to, casting it on the doorway right around the corner would be handy, but let's try and save that.
Like right here.
Maybe a little further into the hallway. You'll see, but the hallway kind of jogs a bit. But basically, if you just web the whole, just past the door,
Okay.
you could web the whole corridor if you wanted to. We just have to make sure we're all past it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and have Fire Lily go ahead and check a little further.
Okay. You notice that the door to the south is still open. And as Fire Lily gets close, you get some sort of sixth sense where danger's to the south.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know how far.
Yeah. All right. Crap. Guess I'll have a peek. Okay.
You are invisible. However, they are spirits, so go ahead and give me a stealth check with advantage.
All right. Fire Lily. Stealth. There we go. I'm just gonna roll this. Oh, there we go.
And the main reason is that they sense life force, as well as sight. And while Fire Lily is summoned, it still counts as a life force. So you get the sense that invisibility isn't especially effective against spirits.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you do? Actually, I should check what their value is.
I'm gonna go ahead and have Fire Lily pull back. All right, and then mentally to Rasiri. They're pretty far down, but they're probably going to detect us. And I don't know that your web is going to be particularly useful there.
Let me think for a second. Yeah, I don't really have anything that can stop their life forcing.
Let me check something north here. I'm gonna carefully move along. I'm gonna move to this door. Oh, that's not great. Oh, this door's closed?
It is.
Okay, if I had seen that, I wouldn't have moved that far. Dang it. Hold on. I'm not actually moving forward. It's doing that weird thing where, yeah, it's dragging the view as I do that sort of thing.
All right.
There we go. That's fixed. Okay. Okay. Well, there's no sneaking to the north. All right. Looks like we're gonna have to fight, or at least entangle these things if we go north. But that does keep us away from the spirits. I'd much rather fight mechanical constructs than the dark spirits.
Let's take them.
It's safe enough to come up to the corner here, so you can take a look at what's going on around the corner. So the hallway goes all the way to the end, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 50% further than your max vision is going to be 3 of the creatures. And can you guys see a door over here?
No.
Oh,
All right, well then just outside. Yeah, there's a door to the left, just kind of at the edge of vision, and there's 3 of them in there. The door a little closer to the right is closed, so if we move close enough to that door, we are absolutely going to get spotted. But that feels like a more feasible fight than dealing with the spirits,
Yeah.
especially since is it just me, Devok, or have your contractor's gone through some training? They seem a little more capable than I remember.
Yeah, I instructed them a bit. Did some strength and conditioning. That's it. That's all.
Some nice strong bones and making sure they got plenty of calcium.
Yeah, they drink milk now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right.
Right,
Well,
and I'm not remembering. Is this the way we need to go to get to where we need to get to?
basically, the northeast section of the building is where the exit is. So, yeah, we are going in the right direction. I would have preferred to keep going east. The problem is that there's a door right about here, and we're in plain view of the spirits, and they'll probably notice us if we go past that point,
We got
especially given
Yep.
how many of us there are.
We can
Is there
Remember,
any
they're
way
take
the door
very
can get closed
fast.
quietly?
not the spirits. We can take the spiders.
Let's take the spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spiders, easy
Is there any
peasy.
way we can close that door quietly so they don't hear us maybe as well?
That's smart.
Yeah, it'll probably be loud though.
No.
That's why I said quietly.
No, I'm talking about under the cover of loudness. I've got a really bad idea.
No, no.
Um, all right. Is everybody ready for a fight?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, actually.
All right.
Okay, here's the deal.
We're doing this.
You're going to hear an explosion soon enough.
Oh
When
boy.
that happens, somebody close that door.
Okay.
I'm gonna come right over here. Is it a light-looking door? Or is it heavy and rusted looking?
It actually it flickers, but it actually has a handprint next to it.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so mage hand's
Oh
not
my
gonna
god.
work. I have to actually.
Hold on. We might have an alternate plan here. Um, I remember doing something with mold earth in this place, but I don't remember where the dirt is.
Oh, that's why that area at the end was blocked. However, the dirt was broken down by the time you got back from the creatures moving through it. So back where you entered, way over here, way, remember that line that was blocking the area? That's where your dirt is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, how about that? This is going to take a few minutes, but rather than any big explosions, I could try and block that door with some dirt.
That'll work.
I mean, that worked.
Yeah,
You don't
sure,
think
why
we
not?
can do the handprint thing?
Well, the handprint would be faster.
The problem is that you need a living humanoid to hit it. Mage hand won't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to do the door, just let me know. Stay put until you hear the explosion.
Okay. Well, we can do the dirt too, whichever one you think is better. Consensus? Door, dirt.
I kind of like the dirt, but it doesn't really matter to me. As long as we don't
Okay.
get those spirits involved.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can phase through things. Maybe the thicker dirt will slow them down longer.
Um, I'm trying to remember if we've had enough of an indication at how effective. No, I think.
The only
Yeah, I
reason
guess.
I wanted to do this was because fighting the spiders might be a little loud, and if they hit us, they'll come running. So, something to muffle the sound.
That's part of the idea of the explosion is to lure the spirits away.
Oh, in that case, yeah.
All right.
In that case, yeah. Do the explosion way far away and see how
All
far you
right.
can distract them.
Everybody in favor of the explosion?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
do it. Loud and
All
proud.
right. Okay. Well, in that case, Fire Lily's going to come along with the fire cylinder, come back around the corner here, get a good look, and oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and have Fire Lily come back outside of the building,
Okay.
and so basically I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and do a whole parabolic arc to throw the grenade over that direction. I assume. What's the regular throwing distance?
I think it's like 60 or something. Although you're a bird, so um, you're doing a fire lily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd
So it's
probably give you 30 feet for short range and 60 for long range.
All right. So
you
what I'm
could
gonna
just
do is wait. What was long range? You said six or
So yeah, short range is 30, long range is 60. Basically, that means that you're going to roll to see if you can hit the hex you want, and then and that'll determine whether it's a regular roll or you get disadvantage.
all right. Oh, fortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So what I'm gonna do then is let's see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So Fire Lily's gonna get to about here, and then go ahead and hold an action to flee if anything happens,
Okay.
and then wait a few seconds. Everything good?
Nothing has moved so far.
Okay. So what I'm going to then do is Pico's going to use his action so that Fire Lily can use the reaction to throw the grenade. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Roughly about here. I am not too picky. This is mainly a noisemaker, not trying to hurt anybody.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and Dex. Give me a ranged attack. So that's basically Dex bonus plus what do you get? A +5, it looks like. So +8, I guess. So D20 +8.
All right.
And its maximum range, you have disadvantage, which means okay,
It's a 10.
okay. So it's at the 10. That's good enough then. All right. So the DC's 10 for hitting just a normal hex, so that works.
Okay.
So you hear this explosion, and basically almost immediately you notice.
Now, Fire Lily on her action is actually dashing. That happened on a reaction for her.
Okay, so as she's moving away, you notice the spirits moving to the south and kind of clustering over to where that sound was.
All right.
So yeah, go ahead and do your movement since you're moving at the same time.
All right. Actually, let's see. Since they've 1, 2, 12, and they've just moved, huh? Yeah. Hey, I heard you were too stupid to stay alive. Yeah, he's just shout loudly, and they're. Oh, and I'm going to uncloak, I guess, as I do that. Actually, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'll go ahead and dash out now.
Okay. And which direction? Okay, so you're leading them away.
Yeah.
All right.
Basically west off the map.
Okay, so yeah, they're basically following you. And so the rest of you hear an explosion, and you hear the echoing of a bird, although it's hard to make out what it actually said from here. So what do you do?
I go ahead, push the button.
Okay, the door closes.
Okay.
In fact,
Let's go fight the
I should
spiders.
go ahead and actually put this down. There. So now the door is officially closed.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so what do you
Away
do?
we go spider hunting. Away we go spider hunting.
The spiders don't seem to have moved.
Oh, let's go east. Let's go east. Let's go east.
Go, go, go.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah, we didn't need to lure them away if we were going to attack spiders.
East.
Well, I thought if we attacked the spiders,
East.
the noise would have attracted them.
Go east.
All
All
right,
right, keep
so
on charging.
you continue to head east, and as you do so, yep, you don't hear or
Oh,
see anything particular. Although you get kind of a bad feeling from this direction.
which one?
This
South?
direction.
Ah, okay, cool. Well, we're
Yeah.
not going that way anyways. We're going up, right?
Was your
Alright.
ping this
Mhm.
direction, or where was your ping at?
It was down. It was like down and to the right, and
Yeah,
in
we
the
want to
middle
go
of this big
north.
room.
Okay.
It's like off this way.
North.
North. Go, go,
Okay,
go.
you continue heading to the north. You see
Whoa. Green.
more of the rooms that you've been in all these rooms before, though, and they look like
Yeah.
they're unoccupied.
Cool.
Further north.
Don't you eat enough? You should put some meat on those bones.
Can they take a second there, or are we being running?
Oh,
Go ahead
running.
and stop real quick. So,
Actually, I guess that's me here.
Davok, due to your passive perception, you hear the sound of metal on metal, like clicking to the north.
North is spider.
All right. I think
We
we
can take
wanted
'em.
that door at the corner there.
All right, so what do you do?
Let's go east.
East. All right.
East.
East.
Okay, you move through the door. You can, yep, and you hear the clicking, but nothing happens as you move out.
That's the door to the outside. We loop around to the
Door
left, and then
to
that should take
east
us
then.
to our thing.
Perfect.
Okay, well now we should probably be slow. Is there any spirits? Nope. Okay, we can just head on through.
All right, so
Whoa.
you find your way back. You had the slope leading downward, and it looks like the way that direction is clear.
All right. I'm going to take this opportunity to dismiss Fire Lily and then summon her immediately back to me.
Okay.
Oof. And then I'm just going to go ahead and drag the token over.
All right. So down the slope, you can see the large door is currently open, and you can see your wagon down there.
All right. Ah, Fire Lily, how I've missed you. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Oh, wait, the wagon? Did we? I don't think we brought it
Oh
through
wait,
the
you left it
tunnels.
at the other place, right? Okay, never mind. So
Yeah.
forget the wagon part, but otherwise you do see the path leading downward. You can and the entrance to the tunnels.
All right. Yep. Let's go ahead and go down there.
All right. So do you do anything before you enter the tunnels?
Is there anything we need to get ready? Well, we're already out to that building. Never mind.
Sorry, Regu, are you saying something?
Nothing. I just trying to figure out what we need to get ready.
How's the lighting for everybody?
The lighting.
The lighting?
I have
Everybody
dark
got.
vision, and so does he. How are you two doing?
Yeah, he's asking who
we're-
can't see in the dark, I think.
Oh, I cannot
I
really
cannot.
see in the dark.
All right. Well, we have dealt with spiders down here before, so we should be ready to expect an encounter like that. Yeah, we're all pretty well healed. I don't think we want to be taking any naps here, so I think. Oh, jeez.
Well, go ahead. I'm just moving into the map before while you're talking.
Okay. 4, 5, 9, 10, 12. Okay. I just immediately do a mental count. We've got over a dozen spiders.
Okay, so once you enter the tunnels, then, because are you doing anything before you enter the tunnels? So I wanted to get that out of the way first. Okay, so you enter the tunnels, and after traveling for a good half an hour or so, Up ahead, you see a large group of the mechanical spiders. They look to be agitated, but they seem to be interested in something that is on the large pipe. They're not currently looking your direction. So, what do you do?
What are they interested in?
I guess I'll try to look and see if I can see anything, but I'm gonna say probably not.
Oh,
Yeah, can I make any sort of roll to see what the pipe?
Oh, see what they're interested in? Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception
Yeah.
check.
All right, and oops, let me go ahead and ninja this thing. Nope. Invisible. Okay, perception.
I can close my eyes
Uh,
and
You
look
know, it's
through
dark
Char.
and it's difficult to make out. Go ahead, Ragu.
I can close my eyes and look through Char's senses. Char has 120 feet of dark vision and +3 to perception to see what's going on.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check using Char's value. Okay, so or basically through Char's eyes, it's hard to make out exactly, but at the top of the pipe, something seems to be leaking out of it, some sort of dark, dark fluid. It seems to be, it seems to move slower, more sluggishly than water, almost like honey or something like that. And
Like a
there's a group of spiders that seem to be intensely interested in that, and they seem to be sticking their legs in it, and some of them seem to be sticking where their mouths would be, and you see this tube come out of the mouth and into the liquid, and it seems to be sucking some of it in. But currently, they
like a
seem to be
stra-
distracted with that liquid.
it is strange black goo like the barrels we found in the building. They eat it. This whole pipe is full of it.
hmm.
Um, can I have Char's can I have Char's
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
There you go.
Char's going to this is a pile of like bricks and trash and crap, right?
Yeah, it's basically debris that's fallen from the ceiling and crashed down into the pipe and then onto the floor.
Char's gonna get right here on the pipe, but underneath and behind the debris, so he can just kind of poke his head up and get a better look.
Okay.
And I like to try and see through.
So yeah, as it gets a better look, the impression you're getting is the spiders are all intensely interested in that leak, and they seem to be taking
Yeah,
turns sticking tubes into it and ingesting some of whatever that fluid is.
yeah. I
it's
don't
it's
suppose
a
you'd be willing
watering
to go ahead
hole.
and
We
give
can
me
sneak
the
past it.
Char
Yeah.
vision so I can actually see what's going on.
Yeah, that's what you see.
No, I mean I don't see it though.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You want char vision. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Do you see now?
Yes, and I think I'm having an idea, Pico. If you think your sneaky little friend can get these are grates, right? That go under the floor.
Yeah, they seem to go. There seems to be some sort of. It seems to go downward. Some sort of shafts that go downward.
All right. Are these shafts linked like this one and this one and this one? It's basically another hallway underneath there.
There. It looks like there might be a small um, a small passage, but it'd be way too small for you guys to crawl through.
Pico, I think if you have a sneaky little friend who might be able to use these things here to place a fire cylinder right here, you can blow a little hole in the pipe, and they will all be rushed that way to pay attention to this black goo, and then we can make our left or right, whichever direction we need to be going. Or sorry, north or south, whichever direction we might need to be going. And we should not be alerting them to our presence.
But why are they interested in it?
What's that?
Chloroquine. I'm gonna drink it.
Drink.
I didn't hear you. It kind of.
But why are they interested in it?
They appear to be eating it. Like I said, it's black goo, like the black goo we found in the building, and they're eating it like food. They've got little straws in their mouths that suck it up like little mosquito monsters.
I'm going to take a look at the pipe right here next to us. Is there any are there any markings on it?
You look, and it looks faded and scratched. If there were markings there, you don't see any now.
All right. How
Our other
kind
option
of
is to try and sneak
tapping up,
by whilst they are. Okay.
looking at the pipe, how durable does it seem?
It seems pretty thick and sturdy. You don't see any obvious signs of rust or other damage. Although you suspect that if enough force were applied, say from a collapsing ceiling or something, that damage it may be damageable, but it's definitely pretty sturdy still.
Well, speaking of that, what kind of damage we're seeing here?
So yeah, that collapse wasn't actually enough to pierce it, although there are some cracks here and there. So you suspect that whatever happened, it must have been something that could break a hole in the pipe, but maybe something more wedge shape or pointy or something like that. Something that had to hit with a lot of force.
So, in other words, a good deduction would mean that I would realize that the grenade would not put the hole in the pipe. But we can still try and sneak past north or south if you think we can get by without alerting their presence. The other option is to me to burn my last web on this entire area over here, and we just go ahead and run on by, and they will be alerted to our presence, but they won't be able to catch us. But we might very well be running into another group of them as we go north or south.
Let me go ahead and scout this. Just be ready to cast, just in case. Actually, yeah, Char was okay here. Okay, those weights are good. Okay, so Fire Lily's going to try and get closer and actually see what it is they're frickin' slurping.
Okay.
It's
Go ahead and
black.
give me a stealth check with advantage because you're invisible. All right. They are distracted, so they don't seem to notice you. Okay. So yeah, as you fly closer, yeah, you do see this liquid. It seems to flow with similar consistency to honey, and but is very dark and looks black. And they just seem to be taking turns absorbing, drinking it up somehow.
Uh-huh.
You do notice, though, that at once one of them drinks it up, do you notice that they seem to get a little bit more hyper, almost like they're more energetic.
How about any sort of smells?
You don't really get much of a smell. Whatever it is seems to be odorless, or at least have a very faint odor.
All right. I can try the fire cylinder thing. I'm just worried about the contents of whatever it is that's there. I mean, the pipe's
Like
already
I said,
breached.
Like I said, we don't necessarily have to if you think we can sneak by and not get their attention. Otherwise, I can't just web, but once we web and run, the next group we run into, if we run into another group, we're going to have to just deal with good old-fashioned fighting.
And we're gonna have to move past these guys.
So normally the straightest path is north, but with Ayer's help, you were able to find a slightly longer path north or south, and the same thing applies here.
Okay, so yeah, we want to go north anyway. We do not need to go through that direction to the east.
Anybody have any good illusions?
Not
I
really.
don't think so. No, not really. No.
I've got a cloud of fog.
You got what?
A cloud of fog.
Oh. That would actually be pretty useful, I think.
Okay. Do you think right here?
That seems like a good spot.
So
Okay.
before you cast it, my first question is, does it have a vocal component?
I am looking that now. Hold on 1 second. Clickety.
It does.
In that case,
Verbal
you'll
somatic.
have to do a chant. Obviously, you'll try to keep it down and everything. So that means a stealth check.
Okay. We can handle a stealth check. We've done plenty, boys. Going to very quietly be.
Hold
under
on.
my breath.
I think you really could use some expert guidance here.
Excellent.
I'm assuming that does not have a vocal component.
Actually, let me verify. Probably does. Which it does.
So that means you'd have to make a stealth check first.
Yeah, which is effectively like rolling with disadvantage. So, oh, actually, no. Follow me. I go ahead and haul him back a little ways.
Okay, you get out of it. Yeah, I get it. So you back him off, cast your expert guidance. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, 'cause it lasts a minute, so he's got time to.
Okay, good
Okay.
idea.
Just out of curiosity, how far back can we go?
You guys have been walking for like half an hour, so you can go quite a ways back. From what you remember from our plotting directions, though, this intersection's basically the first one where you can branch off.
I see what he's getting at, though. It's possible to, if we back up another 40 feet, that'll buy some extra distance and still land the fog cloud where he wants.
Okay, what's the
Yeah.
range of fog cloud?
120 feet.
120 feet.
Okay, fair enough. So you can cast it without the stealth check then.
All right. I cast the fog cloud here.
So what that means is that if you guys are going to try to sneak past everybody, it'd be a group stealth check, and everybody would have advantage. That make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Group stealth
So-
check with advantage.
Yep. So go ahead and give me a group stealth check. Everybody has advantage. And let me check what their thing is.
Apparently my advantage didn't want to do. I assume both of those are failures, though.
They're actually successes.
Oh,
The DC
okay.
is 12.
Oh, easy. All right.
Nice.
All right, so you managed to sneak past, and after a few more hours of walking through these winding tunnels, you finally are able to reach your destination, which is the transportation hub. However, you notice that as you crawl up the path into the hub, you get this sense of stillness. It's like it's not just that everything's quiet; it's that everything is utterly still. There's no sounds beyond yourselves at all. So what do you
Huh.
do?
I
Um,
put
Weird.
my finger up. Okay, you're already going there. Yeah, scout. Okay.
Yep. Not wasting any time. Gotta find the. Wait, yeah, wasn't it this side that we? Yeah. Basically making it to the train as quickly as possible, peeking out, looking carefully around.
You don't notice anything as you look around. However, you notice that once you get back to the wagon, that the woman still sleeps. And you also notice that as you approach the vehicle, the sense of stillness becomes palpable. So what do you do?
There's something going on.
Hmm.
Oh, I do not
Yes.
like this.
As you enter the vehicle, it looks the same as it was before.
I'm checking her vitals.
You do so. She she still seems to be alive, although you notice that um, she moves around a bit. But it's strangely silent when she does so.
Hmm. Maybe I should take a look at her on the train. We should definitely get out of here, though.
I'm going to take a look to see if there's any indication of tracks or anything like that. Just any signs of that there's been activity since we've been gone.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. Whoever's doing that.
I can.
All right, yeah, you're looking around, and everything looks to be the same as when you left it. It's just the feeling that's changed. And Galen, you get and Devok, you particularly get the sense that you're on the train. You don't see anything around you, but you sense that you're not alone.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay.
If you guys don't mind giving me a moment, I'm going to first look at this sign here to see what it's looking like, if anything else is highlighted or glowing or anything like that.
It looks the same as last time you saw it. You don't see anything different.
And then I turn around, and before I get on the train, I am going to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay, you cast detect magic, and you get a sense that there's you're sensing something from the train, but from the outside you can't really see the shape of it.
Okay, after inspecting the outside of the train like that, I go to the inside of the train and start looking around.
You look
Roll magic
around,
vision.
and what you see is you see what looks like several figures. You know, maybe 2 dozen figures, and they look like you get the shadowy sense of people, and some of them are standing, and their hands are out, almost like they're holding like a bar or something or a pole. Some of them seem to be sitting in non-existent seats, as if they're there, and they just seem to be sitting and standing and waiting.
I put my hand out to signal to the rest of everybody that there's something here, and I very cautiously walk up to one of the ones that's standing, and it's just not moving. It's just
Yeah,
standing
I mean
there.
it's moving idly, but kind of like just like if you were standing waiting for something to happen. You know, you'll make small little movements. It all looks natural, but they're not. They seem to be waiting for something.
I kind of go up to one of the ones standing there if it's just looking like it's waiting, and I very quietly say, "Can you hear me?
Well, you're gonna have to say it louder so I can hear you.
Can you hear me?"
It doesn't seem to notice you.
Very, very cautiously wave my
Do I
hand.
notice him doing this?
You
Just
do. He's whispering to the
I, I, I,
air.
Are
yeah,
you
I
okay
signal you
there?
guys to stop and hold. I signaled that there's something here, so you guys need to settle. Or hold for a second. So, I look kind of silly, but I very carefully put my finger out to try and touch it.
I
It
lean
goes
over to
right through the
Pico.
person, and as it does so, they still don't respond.
I lean over to Pico. Is this normal?
You
For
can see
him,
that my
maybe.
eyes are flashing magical. I have the detect magic vision on.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, the magic shrooms.
So
Um,
while you're at it, what does that look like?
It's like, remember the peyote he gave you?
Mm-hmm.
I just go ahead
Yeah.
and wink and give him a knowing nod.
Ah, he's having some fun. All right. Well, let's start up the train then.
Hold. There are people on this train. They're not specters or spirits. They're like ghosts.
You see dead
We can
people?
all feel that they're here, but I can see it with magic.
Hmm.
As soon as he says that, I walk over to the woman, gently lift her up, and carry her off the train.
Okay, you do so.
Okay.
As you do, she still sleeps, although she stops moving around as much.
All right. I'm gonna move over to here, and then uh, through Fire Lily, I'm going to ask, does the train feel any different now?
You guys
Can I
still
see
feel the
the
stillness.
Yeah, I
Can
think
I
they're
see the
still
figures?
here.
They're still there.
They're still there.
All right. I'll bring her back onto the train.
Okay.
That was a good thought, though.
They are still here. I can still see them. They're like just waiting. They're standing and sitting and they're just waiting.
Hmm.
Well,
I do not think they can hear us or touch us or see us. Maybe we can just go, but let's make sure that they are not following us once we get to our destination, eh?
Yeah, I'm curious why we haven't seen them before.
Well, maybe we
Have
have
they
felt their
always been
presence
there?
before. Well, not necessarily right here on the train, but there have been other places here in Delsara City that we've experienced stillness. I did not cast Detect Magic Zen, so I did not see. But maybe these things are all around?
Hmm.
They do not seem
Interesting.
to be aware of us.
No,
I
not
kind of put my
really.
hand up next to one and kind of through its face, and then
Yeah,
pull my
nothing
hand
happens.
out and look at it.
All right. Yeah, you see them standing or sitting, waiting. One of them seems to pull out something shadowy. It looks like maybe a book or a pamphlet or some other object. It seems to be looking at it. Another one's just kind of twiddling their thumbs. One kind of checks, lifts up their wrist as if they're looking at something and then puts it back down.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're just sitting here like passengers.
can you show us what that would look like?
I use minor illusion and make a tiny 3D model of the car or cart or the subway, the thing, the room
Okay.
of the room, and I show the little people sitting in it, kind of like just in kind of fuzzy yellow, and then I show us in very solid green. As these are us. These are the peoples. And they're just sitting there.
Galen, does this bring back any memories of your past life?
I don't know.
The way they're
Go ahead and
sitting, the
give
way
me
they're
a
standing,
D8,
they're holding
Galen.
non-existent bars.
All right, 1 second. D8. No, I don't know. I mean, I can't really see them. It might help if I could actually see them for real, but I'm not getting anything right now.
I cannot detect magic onto Jew.
No, it's
I can
fine. Don't
only
worry
use it
about it.
myself.
Well, Galen,
Hmm.
looking at the image, there were some that were holding onto a pole or something. Do I see anything like that near the ceiling?
You do see some. Now that you're looking, you do see some objects at the floor and ceiling at some places where it looks like something would stick on one end and something would stick on the other, but there's no actual pole there right now.
Hmm.
That's
But it
weird.
could have been a pole here to hold on to in case it
And
gets
Ragu,
rough
when you
while moving.
look, the ones that are standing by poles, the where they're standing matches where those objects are in the floor and ceiling, where the poles might go.
Yeah. And I go ahead and minor illusion that, adding that on in a different color so that you can see. Yeah, if we put poles that attach here, they are holding on to it. Like if you are standing up and holding on to the side of a the side of the cart as it bounced down a bumpy road.
And as you're talking, Ragu, you see a one of these shadowy figures kind of step through the doorway, through Pico, and to the other side and sit down.
Um,
I think these are not even maybe spirits. They're
Shadows, I
like
guess.
they're doing things of the past. Like this is what they did before. Thousands of years
Weird.
ago.
I
I
wonder
wonder
why
if we
we
get the
can
train
see it
moving, if they
then.
will stay put.
Because that seems to be like more of an important question. Not what are they doing, because we can see they're just doing fairly normal things, but why can we see it?
Well, I
Hmm.
can see it because I cast detect magic,
Well,
but
sure, but why are they here? This is like
yeah,
you as partially a mage have to understand how powerful a magic has to be to last even 100 years, let alone thousands. So what could
I suspect
possibly have
that.
created this?
That's what I am suspecting. I mean, we all saw what or heard what the ghost, the robot ghost lady said in the military building that they launched a bad version of the weapon, and she had the better version of the weapon. But now we have the better version of the weapon in Ire. What if these are not necessarily spirits, but magical imprints, like echoes of the past, because of the wrong way to fire the bomb or the
Hmm,
weapon?
interesting. Maybe you have to be
I'm
some
trying
type
really
of
hard not to use references of nuclear weapons, but you get the idea.
yeah, yeah. That's strange. All right. Well, if we can't interact with them and they can't interact with us, I say we just start the
It,
start the
it, it
thing.
just gives
We
us a
can.
bit of the creepy feeling,
I
creepy
agree.
echo. Maybe it's a good thing that this lady is still asleep. She seems to react to them even sleeping. So perhaps her being her would. And I'm surprised you can feel nothing. I mean, you feel uneasy and queasy, do you not?
Yeah, I think I probably
Yeah,
do.
everybody sensed that stillness.
Okay. Well, perhaps for some reason she can be sensing it more than you. But yeah, let's see if they stay here or if they come with us as we go.
All right, so what do you guys do?
Okay, and when I checked this thing here, that one light was still flickering, but
That's
the
on the other. That's
the
at the other station.
oh, okay, not at this station.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so what do you guys do?
Guess let's trigger the train.
All right, you trigger the train and it begins to move. And as it moves, the figures stay seated for several minutes. But after a while, once you, you feel like um, things get lighter, and eventually you see the people fade away, or Ragu, you see that. You see them fade away. And as they do so, you feel this intense feeling of relief. And then everything feels normal.
Weird.
Yeah, I know everybody is starting to feel better, but I go ahead and minor illusion them fading away in miniature.
Hmm.
This is what
All
this
right.
happening.
Very cool. Okay.
All right, and you've now arrived at the crater facility, and as you do so, the adrenaline fades, the creepiness fades, and the exhaustion really starts to set in with the fighting and the running and everything else. So everybody gains one level of exhaustion.
Nap time.
Ugh.
And the second thing that happens is that Ragu and Pico, you noticed that the map on the wall, when it had the crystal in the upper left area that was flickering before, now it's not, it's no longer flickering. It's a solid light.
Hmm.
So what do you do?
I'm going to go take a look at that. Also, I'm going to look at the ground, see if there's been any activity since last time we were here.
Okay, go ahead and give me a survival check.
I will help you.
All right.
Mhm.
And allow me to offer myself some expert guidance. So I will go ahead and roll that
Can you do that?
first. Yep. It's got to be able to touch the critter, and I can touch myself, as inappropriate as that may be. 16.
You're looking around, and you're not seeing any additional evidence of movement. You notice stuff tracks from before, but those same tracks are still there, just more aged.
Well, for what it's worth, it is pretty late in the day. We could go ahead and just check the rest of this area to make sure it's okay, and then maybe this would be a good spot to camp for the night before we start making the trek back to the portal.
I think it probably would be. It's pretty.
Yeah.
I think we've camped here before too, so.
Yeah, I think there's a source of water here somewhere, and we also have food and water barrels stashed, and um, it's not directly out in the sunlight, so we're not getting ravaged by the desert. So, yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So where are you going to set up your short rest?
I think here, right by the train, is handy.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So yeah, you take your short rest. Nothing specific happens during that process. Um, Everybody who has a level of exhaustion, which I think is everybody, can make a DC 15 Constitution save to see if you recover.
And not even close.
Nice.
Oh God. I am
You guys are so
tired.
bad at concentrating.
Okay, so Ragu's feeling fine, Davaka's feeling fine, Pico and Galen, you're still feeling exhausted.
This
And
will
on
be
the
a
front
long
of your
day.
sheet, you can see the exhaustion table, so you can mark it there, and you can
Yeah.
see on there what the effect is.
Do we just have to apply that manually, or if
Yeah,
we click it, will it
it's not
tells us?
automatic, unfortunately.
No, no worries.
I'm gonna go ahead and well, let me see what do I got going on here.
I was gonna say we have a whole bunch of let's see, wagon. I have like a whole bunch of different assorted medical herbs. Can I try and alchemy whip up a kind of a brew to help pep them up a bit?
Well, what you've found by being an alchemist is that you can brew up things that improve people's ability to recover from exhaustion. You don't know if you have the stuff here, because you haven't really looked until now, but you do know that's possible. But it's not really possible to make something that just outright cures it.
Okay. All right. Can I make something for like the temporary pep up? I can definitely try and roll to see if
I
it
mean,
works.
you could make something the equivalent of like coffee or something that will maybe make somebody feel a little bit more awake, but mechanically it doesn't change anything.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my last good berry and I'm gonna try and give that to the shadow kind, along with some water to try to help nourish her. And
Okay, yeah. She's no longer rolling around as much, so you're able to. She does eat the good berry once you start prompting her, and you're able to get the water in her, and that seems to settle her down. She stops thrashing.
okay.
right, so it is the 29th, finally. So what do you do?
That was a very long day. We had very
Seriously.
much to be doing.
Thus the exhaustion.
All right. Well, guess we'll go ahead and start making our way out. Got the wagon and everything scooted on out.
All right.
Um,
All
there
right,
are some
so
other places in here.
you're able to find your way back out. Galen, are you saying something?
No, sorry.
Ragu did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
I was trying to look through other rooms.
Oh, okay.
I wanna, because there were a bunch of other rooms. This was a pretty big complex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fair number of rooms.
I think I left Piff at the entrance. I'm gonna go find them.
All right, I'll go ahead and help you out here a little, Devok, and move you. There you go. Alrighty. So, are you doing anything else here before you leave? Because you know you don't see anybody or anything that's trying to stop you or anything.
I do want to kind of try and do one thing, but I gotta try and pick my room.
Okay. Oh, there you are.
Fine. There were other rooms in here. That's the exit, right? Down where you are.
Yeah,
Pico.
south is the exit.
Okay.
If you're
Yeah, I
looking for
guess I'll have to
missiles
go
or
this-
something, you've already searched the place for those.
And he fell out. I'm sure he'll be back. And he's back.
Okay, I don't know if you heard me, but if you're looking for missiles or something, you searched for those last time.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
Sorry,
you
I lost
hear what I
connection
said
for a
about the
second.
missiles?
Yeah, I wasn't looking for missiles. I just wanted to try and find a good room to do one last scavenging attempt.
Okay, yeah, just go ahead and
And-
put yourself in the center. There are rooms for that, so just go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay. Can I get some little bit of guidance there?
I'll give you the best guidance I have, the expert guidance.
No way.
Oh, wrong one. All right. Cool. 23. So you do find something. Let me get the thing up.
Oh, by the way, fun fact for everybody. I managed to escape from the building without my heart beating.
Really?
That's fun.
I decided to roll d12s for it because that would represent 6-second periods. And my way I figured it was if I rolled a 12, then my heart would beat. It didn't.
All right, Ragu. So what you find is a small metal cube that has straps on it. And if you try to fit the straps where it's comfortable, it seems to fit on your hand. Go ahead and give me another scavenger check to see if you can figure out what to do with it.
All right. Can I do that again, my friend Pico?
Sure. One dose of expert guidance.
25.
All right, you find a cube of the extra dimensional hand.
Ooh.
So basically, what this does is it gives you a mage equivalent to mage hand, but it can pass through most materials and can go up to 30 feet away and lasts for 1 minute. The object breaks on
Right,
a
does it take an
1
action to
on
use?
1d6. And this hand can pick up one other object, and that object can also pass through the material. The object must weigh 15 pounds or less.
Ooh, nice.
Do you have more than 3 objects?
No, I have two. That's why I wanted to do this last time.
Oh, I get it.
I left 3 objects in a bag with the caretaker, and I intended to go grab them, but since we were running out of the building, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Understood. All right, do you do anything else before you leave?
No, that was all I wanted to do. Thank you very much.
Sure,
I
no
found
problem.
something really cool.
All right, I'm going to take you back to the map then. All right, there you go. You find that you're at the crater. You you've just woken up, so it's morning. Unfortunately, the sun is out in full glory and it is blazing hot. So what do you do?
Ah, damn it.
Should we have timed this so that we travel at night, or is it too late for that?
We'll just put up with it. I think we'll have a fair bit of rest when we and get home. But I am going to spend a good chunk of the day just casting prestidigitation on everything to chill it off. You know, my clothes,
Well,
my possessions.
we have the lady on the cart, right? Can you and Devak hop up in the cart and just kind of take it easy as we're traveling, or would that be too much weight?
We didn't actually get a whole lot of loot this time, so I think we could do that.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay.
That sounds
I
like
think we
it would
could
be
do that.
fine.
Yeah, Galen,
Sounds
you
like a
lose out
plan.
because you and I are fine. We both succeeded on our rolls.
Cool.
Or no,
All right.
Devak, you succeeded on the roll. Galen and
Yeah.
Pico are the ones in the cart. So okay, sorry,
There you
I'm
go.
Devak,
yeah.
you're the one walking with me.
Yes.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm still going to do my whole thing to cool everybody off, but at least now I can do it while I'm sitting.
Okay.
Definitely.
And I can
Also
do it too
gonna
with a little prestidigitation if it makes it easier.
arrange for some shade to stay out of the direct sun.
Fair enough. So go ahead and move 2 hexes.
Let's get out of the desert as soon as we can.
So eventually you make it back into the sharp hills, and the temperature slowly cools off toward the end of the day and becomes actually fairly chilly at night. You stop in the hills to camp out. And a certain figure on the map is not there. And so as you arrive, um, Pico and Devok, was it? So you were the two who rode in the wagon, right?
I
Yeah.
did
That was
not.
me and
I
Galen.
I was gonna ride in the wagon because
Okay.
I still have a level of
No,
mischief.
you know what Devok probably did? He went ahead and generated a litter and just went ahead and had his contractors haul him all along.
He's
So
being carried
so they can
like a
hold him
little.
up into the sun, and he can bake in his armor as you go
Oh
past.
god.
Hey, he's a lizard. He lives for that stuff.
True.
Anyway, so Pico and Galen, when you rest, you'll be able to make a Constitution save in order to gain back a level of exhaustion.
Mhm.
Devok and Ragu, since you were trudging through the desert, you two will have to make a Constitution save to avoid gaining a level of exhaustion.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
So actually, you guys can go ahead and do that now if you want.
Did I,
So
I
it's a
make it?
Constitution save, right?
Yeah.
What's the DC?
So Galen and or sorry, Devok, you had exhaustion before or not?
No.
Okay, so you don't get exhausted. Galen, did you have
Okay.
exhaustion?
Mhm.
That's actually good enough that you go down by 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh,
Let me double
perfect.
check
Okay.
something here.
Ragu, you're fine. So we'll just see what happens with Pico.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, it doesn't help. All right. I guess I'll go ahead and roll my miserable save. But first, I'm just checking to see if there's anything particularly useful I could be doing. Um,
Would that coffee or tea help him now or no?
Yeah, actually, if you wanted to make him a T, that would actually give him advantage on his roll, assuming you successfully do it.
I'm doing my best
So go ahead and
to
give me an alchemy check.
make a good tea for you.
And you succeed. You make a nice tea with some of your ingredients in your alchemy kit and some of the wild grasses. And you drink that pico. It's fairly flavorful. Go ahead and make your Constitution save with advantage.
all right. And I'm just looking to see if there's any stuff I want to do over the night. But I guess I'll roll my
Oh, you
con.
can just roll your con. You guys can still do if there's anything else you want to do while you're camping out, you can still do that. And that succeeds, by the way, Pico. You lose one level of exhaustion.
All right, perfect. Oh, that wasn't dead people tea, by the way.
No, it was not dead people tea, but those flowers over there seem to bloom on the bones of the creatures that have left the bake out there.
Go ahead and make a deception check. Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm just joking. I don't know what I used. It's something.
All right.
Ragu convince you to take more of his herbal remedies, Pico?
Hey, actually, there's some pretty good ones there.
He left the peyote out of this one, I
Mm.
think.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
All right. Does anybody do anything before you rest?
I'm just trying to determine if there's any spells I want to. Oh, wait a minute. That might be a useful one.
It's a short rest, so anything you'd normally do during a short rest is viable.
Oh, yep. Thank you for reminding me. I've got 4 superiority dice now, and I will use my arcane recovery.
Okay.
I'll get back 1 spell slot.
Okay, I guess I don't see anything I want to equip, so I'm just going to go ahead and cast up some more good berries. Generate a couple of batches of those. Let's see. That one does okay, and that okay. That'll work.
All right. So you have it's pretty chilly, but you have an uneventful night, and the next day you wake up. It it's a it's not a hot day, but it's not a cool day either. It's somewhere in between. And it's a little muggy. You can tell it's overcast, like it's preparing to rain. So you can move 2 hexes.
Preparing terrain and muggy and overcast. Is it like a gray overcast,
Yeah, gray
or are we
overcast.
talking about like multicolored clouds again?
No, it's pretty gray. It's pretty gray and
Okay.
uniform.
Yeah. As we're traveling, I'm gonna go ahead and you know use a cloak or something to try and stay out of the sun. But I'll have Char take a spiral up high into the sky and then back down every once in a while, just to make sure we don't run into any more of those colorful storms.
Okay, fair enough. All right. You can move. That's 1 hex. You can move another one if you want, or do you guys want to stop at the stone pillars?
Do we have anything we need to do with the stone pillars?
I don't think
No,
so.
we didn't finish investigating them. I know there might be a few fire cylinders or something else in there with there's a couple of automata
I think
that we did
my.
not deal with.
Let me
Otherwise, I
double
do not
check
know.
something. I think my task this time was I had to investigate the crabs, and I remember we went out and did some of that. I don't remember
Well,
if I
we're
did
gonna
all of
pass
it.
the
Let me check
fallen
my
obelisk on
notes.
our way back. We can do a little more checking if you wish.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me
Galen, you
check.
can go ahead and give me a history check. This will count as your memory.
Okay, 1 second. I'm also trying to check because yeah, I'll do a history check. I may have forgotten to write it down in my notes, but I know I copied down parts of the obelisk. Just
Yeah,
gonna check.
so that's right. So that's what your history check would have told you. There was some information they were looking for
There, I
on
have
the
it in my.
obelisk, and you had
Yeah,
already marked that down.
yeah, I have it in my inventory. I was gonna check their next diagram of the fallen obelisk. All right, so we're good there. False
Okay,
alarm.
so nothing we need to do here.
Uh,
Unless Siri had some plans. In a,
No, I couldn't remember if there was anything else we wanted to do except possibly just
now that
see what goods there might be.
well, yeah, admittedly, this is where we found the Shadow Kind woman, so I think we did find,
Yeah.
did cover this pretty
Okay, so yeah,
thoroughly.
we did. So we did cover this place. Okay, yeah.
um thinking back on it now, was it the crater that was over here? Does that look kind of like the like how big again was that? Was that around the size of the facility that just blew up? Do we think it was formed by similar means now?
Well, I'll show you the map if you want. So
Oh,
you
it's a
could
little,
basically each hex is 100 feet, and that tells you how big it is.
so it's a lot bigger. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty massive.
Yeah, that's huge. All right, cool.
Okay, I'll take you back to the map. Eventually, there we go. All right, so you've traveled half the day. What are you guys gonna do?
Well, I guess we can go ahead and move here. This will give us a choice of which of these two locations we stop at on the way back in. Uh, did we need to do anything at the obelisk?
I don't really have anything else I need to do, but if you guys want to check out the crab stuff again, we can.
All right,
I remember
so
last time they were weird.
you guys
Yeah.
spent the day going through the sharp hills and climbing. However, you guys have been through these areas a bit, so Pico, you've probably gotten more used to finding viable paths to avoid climbing over hills and other obstacles as much. So if you want to give me a survival check to see how well you are able to navigate, you can do so.
All right. All right. And because of my expert guidance guiding us through here, I'm going to use expert guidance to guide us through here.
Mm.
Let's see. You said survival, right? 16.
All right, so the DC was actually 15, and what that means is that you're able to find more efficient paths through the hills, which means you don't have to gain a level of exhaustion. So you arrive, and if anybody still has a level of exhaustion, they can make a con save to get rid of it. Otherwise, nothing else happens.
See, this is why I don't settle for regular guidance.
Mm-hmm. Go straight to expert.
All right. Do you do anything else before you go to sleep?
I think I'm just gonna finish up on my writings, and I'll take first
Um,
watch with Jar.
I'm going to go ahead and I'll kind of duck off to the side for a while and have some conversations with Fire Lily and write down some things in my journal. I'm also going to go ahead and pass out good berries just to help augment everybody's rations, taking care to give a good berry to the woman as well. And I'll go ahead and give her some of my water. Um,
Okay.
and seed ration anyway.
Uh,
So, but yeah, so go ahead and just take it down a bunch of notes, and that's pretty much it for me.
All right. So, how's your sleeping arrangements? Are you taking watches, etc.?
Yeah, I think we should take watches.
Yeah, I will take.
Yep.
I will take first watch with Char, whilst you guys are sleeping.
Okay, fair enough. So, who, if anybody, is on the third watch?
Uh, how was it broken down again?
I'll take third watch.
All right.
All right.
and see what
So
he's
yep,
doing. How
everybody
far away
else
are we from the?
is sleeping. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to rotate you. I meant to move everybody kind of back to represent them sleeping. So as you're taking your watch, you notice some movement. Let me get the creatures out. Sorry, give me one moment. There they are. You notice that there are several creatures that seem to be moving through the area. They're moving to the northeast, but you notice as you're watching that one of them is kind of sniffing the air. So what do you do, if anything?
Um. Oh wait,
It's
that's my
Pico's the one
circle.
up. Everybody else is asleep.
So do they seem like they're on the hunt?
They look like they're hunting for something. Yes. But one of them is definitely sniffing, perhaps even smelling, potentially smelling you guys.
All right. I'm gonna have Fire Lily wake everybody up, and I'm curious to see what things are like. I'm going to cast a moonbeam centered on this guy right here. So that should hit everybody except creature 6.
Okay, well, in that case, everybody roll initiative. And then you can go ahead and roll your moonbeam, Pico.
All right. Oh shoot, that's what I was forgetting to do. Let's see. We've rested once. No, twice so far.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I forgot to advance the day again. Oops.
Should be back up to there. Should be back up to there. Perfect. Okay. So let's see. Damage on the moonbeam. Moonbeam. Okay. It's a level 2, so it does 12 points of damage.
Okay, so they have to make a Constitution save, right?
Yeah.
All right. Some of them make it, some of them don't. It definitely hurts everybody. And now we begin on round 1. And Ragu, you've just been woken up by Fire Lily, and as you kind of crawl out of the hole, I'm assuming you're still doing the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you crawl out of the hole, you can see Pico's moonbeam going off, and the creatures turning toward him as if ready to charge. What do you do?
Um. Now, just a quick reflex here. Are those just creatures, or are those the Cthulhu Panthers?
They are definitely the what you call the Cthulhu Panthers.
Okay. Um. I'm going to run over here. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Char's gonna come up with me to at least here. I'm gonna have to hold my action in case any of them come close because I can't close any more distance.
Okay, what's the trigger and what's the action?
Anything gets even remotely close to me, even more than 1 hex away, and I will try and either aggro it or stop it so it doesn't attack Pico, Fire Lily, Devok, Galen, or Sprite. Sprite, that should be Piff. Okay.
All right. All right, Devok. Fire Lily woke you up at the same time. You crawl out of the hole, and you see Pico's moonbeam. You see Ragu at the front, just waiting for them to approach. What are you gonna do?
Let's see. They're all kind of grouped up. I want to do a Bone Storm, but how far away do I have to be for Bone Storm?
You'd have to look at the spell.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just
It's
thinking
got a
out loud.
15
Oh,
foot
okay.
range, dude. It's like fire spray.
Yeah. That is unfortunate.
You can move.
I don't want. Yeah, I know, but like, that sounds rather dangerous. For now, I'm just gonna sit back here and shoot at creature 2
Okay, go for it. Both of those hit.
for 19. Good
And
roll.
you take out one of the creatures. Their AC
That's easy.
is 15. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Those good hits. All right. One of the
Yeah.
creatures is in the moonbeam. We've already rolled damage. Normally it should be on their turn, but since we've already rolled,
Yeah.
we'll skip that. And instead, it is. I guess I'm just going to run up and attack. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Runs up to Ragu. And it's going to use its multi-attack, which is its bite and 2 tentacles. I don't. They shouldn't have advantage or disadvantage, but it doesn't matter because none of those hit. And then creature 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs up as
By the
well.
way, Char is not on the ground there. He just is in that area up high.
Okay, fair enough. Well, fortunately, he's actually going after you at the moment anyway.
Good, good.
And it's attempting to bite you and not have any luck. Pico, you can see that they've started running up to attack Ragu. What are you going to do?
All right. Well, that being the case, I'm just going to go ahead and how tall is this cliff face thingy?
I think it's like 10 feet.
All right. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that just get me up on top barely,
Okay.
and then I'm going to go ahead and have Fire Lily is going to go ahead and claw at the Cthulhu Panther before using the rest of the movement to go basically straight up out of reach. I'll park Fire Lily here for reference, but
Okay, go ahead and roll.
and yep, with that help action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast
Nice.
on creature 3.
Cool.
So
And they both hit, thanks to the help action. Although you only get the help. Oh, actually, they go together. You're right. Never mind. All right, 5 damage.
wow, what amazing damage! Good thing I'm so high level.
Don't worry. I do not think they're very, very tough.
Yeah, I know.
All right, creature 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You notice, Galen, that the creature runs up towards you, but doesn't have enough movement to attack.
Oh, cool.
Damn it.
Huh?
2, 3, 4,
Goodbye.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Another creature you notice runs around and gets behind Devok, but doesn't have enough movement to attack. Galen, what are you going to do?
What am I gonna do? Was not expecting them to be right here. I'm gonna have to use my shocking grasp on it. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my shocking grasp. 1 second.
Okay,
Grab.
that hits.
Okay, so that'll get rid of his. Main thing is it'll get rid of his reaction. So I went 1, 2, 3. I'll go 4,
That
5,
definitely
6.
shocks it, and you can tell it hurt it pretty badly.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
And then yeah, I'm gonna move over to. I'm actually gonna move to this spot.
All right.
That'll be good.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And another one runs up and attacks you.
Oh,
Rats. dummy creatures are supposed to come to me.
Fortunately, you don't want to be hit and dodge its attacks.
No, I don't like their mouths. They're scary.
Round 2. Ragu, 2 of them are attacking you, and you notice 1 is attacking Devok, and 2 are attacking Galen. What are you going to do?
I'm going to. Char's going to swoop down at a steep angle, giving me the help action with this guy right here, and then swoop high up out of the way in the air,
Okay.
so he is safe from attack. I'm going to take my first swing.
You hit. For 10 points.
10 piercing damage. And I am going to roll my D8 superiority die, adding 4 more damage to the attack.
Okay.
And Galen, you now have a move of 80, right?
Well, 40, but yes. If I dash, then.
Oh yeah,
80.
okay, 40 if you dash, but still that gives you 8 hex, right? So half is 4 hex. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Galen, move up by Pico.
Well, he can enter this hex, but he doesn't have enough movement to climb up. But he can move there.
How much do I get to move? I guess I just
Half
I
of
move
your-
to here.
You
Yeah.
can move. See, can he use his last hex of movement to get like halfway up?
Sure, he can start climbing.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if it takes extra
let's do
movement
that.
to climb, then yeah, just climb on up there. Because it allows you to move half your movement without opportunity attacks.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
All right, cool. Is
I'm
that
just trying to get you up by Pico out of the direct line of fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. My second attack. Oh wait, let me
all right?
subtract that off there.
Same enemy.
Um. Yeah, he's looking pretty weak.
He's got about 1/3 of his health.
Okay. Let's see. This is a normal hit.
That hits.
Slice hard.
And you slice him in half.
All right. And my follow-up attack is going to be a nice strong punch. Oh, but what? Somebody said something?
I think somebody's just coughing. Go ahead.
Sorry, that was me. I
Oh,
was
sorry.
coughing.
Okay. Pearlescent punch.
And you hit him.
I'm going to swing damage, and I am going to go ahead and roll my next. Wait a second? Can you? I think you can. Hold on. Apparently, I have to check. I apologize.
Yeah, go ahead and check.
Maneuvering attack. You hit a creature with a weapon. You can expend 1 superiority die to move one of your comrades into a more advantageous position. Hit your superiority die to the attack's damage roll. Choose a friendly creature you can see or hear you. That creature can move up to half its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Can I do that again, please?
What are you doing again?
I'm gonna blow a d8 on 2 points. An extra 2 points damage to that one. And Galen's gonna get the rest of the way up there because I'm yelling, "Move, man, move!" like the drill sergeant.
All right, there I go.
Okay, Galen has
Well,
made it to
remember
the
when
top.
I got the. Yep. Well, remember when I got these ability? I said we were training, and it was like I was the combat field captain.
Yeah.
So you guys just got used to listening to my orders. That's why
Yeah.
this works.
All right,
All
perfect.
right.
Fair enough.
Yep. That would be all of my attacks and movement.
Cool. All right, Devok, you have a creature behind you. You have Ragu in front of you, and 2 other creatures that have lost their target. What are you going to do?
Wait a second. Where are my skeletons?
Your
Yeah, that's right.
skeletons
Like 6 of
Oh.
them.
are just standing there
They're getting their
back at the
beauty
hole.
sleep.
You going to give them an
Oh,
order?
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna attack creature 4.
Okay,
Where are
let me pull them over.
cool.
do not be worrying, Devok. I am at your back. We can take them. You wear heavy armor.
Sorry, wrong skeletons. What? Why aren't these working? I thought I updated these, but for some reason they're not. Oh, I have a solution. Hold on. One moment.
Oh, good.
I forgot I made a copy of them on the front page. So I'm going to put them probably over here, and we'll just start moving them. All right. So now they're going to attack. They've clustered around the enemy attacking you. All right. So the first one misses. The second one hits. The third one hits. The fourth one hits, and the fifth one misses. All right. So that's 26. So that's dead.
Okay, they
All
do a
right.
lot of damage.
And
Yeah, they're
the
not bad.
skeleton on creature 6 is going to attack, and it is going to miss.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, their damage has definitely been beefed up. Their minimum damage is now 11 when they're using a short sword, and 16 is the max. So
And you
so the
got
max isn't super
6
high,
these bad
but
boys.
it's the low range means that they're always going to do decent damage.
Yeah, that's good.
That's dope.
Is that the end of your turn, Devok?
I still have to shoot them, so I'm gonna finish off creature 6, hopefully.
All right.
What is
The
it?
second one would hit,
Would it?
except that you're in melee range, so you have disadvantage.
No, he isn't.
No, creature 6. The other one's dead.
Oh, well, yeah. What am I talking about? I'm looking at your skeletons and thinking you're in melee. Never mind. You're right. You hit. So you do 3 damage. I was thinking of your skeletons as enemies.
You're good.
Wow, that is so racist.
So
Yeah.
racist.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Devok?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So creature 3 is going to attack. All right. The 24 hits and is a crit. So you take 11 piercing damage as it bites you. As it bites you. And unfortunately, because it was a bite, you have to make a DC 13 Constitution save. And this would be Ragu. So 11 damage, Ragu, and a DC 13 Constitution save. Is
Can you hear me
Ragu
now?
disconnected?
Hello?
Is Tyler disconnected?
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you
Yeah.
now. So
Okay.
the
Lost
creature
audio.
got a crit on you, and so you take 11 piercing damage and have to make a DC 13 Constitution save.
Okay, because it's a crit, if I arcane deflect that, will it still miss, or will it
No,
still
it's a
hit because
crit,
it's a
so
crit?
it's going to hit you even with your arcane deflection, which is why I didn't ask about it.
Okay, I didn't hear you say that. All right. Constitution save. Whammo.
So you make the Constitution save, but still take the 11 damage.
All right.
All right, Pico, you can see that one of the creatures finally was able to actually damage Ragu, although he's still in good health. You see that the skeletons have managed to take out one of the other creatures. What are you going to do?
Oh no! Rasiri's about to die! Fire Lily, save him! So I basically I use my I basically am going to have Fire Lily attack, so that's using my attack so that Fire Lily can use her reaction to attack creature 3.
Okay.
And then with her action, she's going to then, after the attack, turn invisible and then fly up into the air.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go ahead and mark the ninja thing here. So let's see how Fire Lily does. Where is that attack? There we go. I guess that probably
It
misses.
dodges.
All right. All right. Fire Lily goes ahead and gets airborne.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep. Sorry, Rasiri. I guess you're gonna have to die.
Okay. Well, creature 6 is going to attack the skeleton because it's right there. And let's see, the skeleton's AC is 13, so 2 of those hit. Come on. So the skeleton takes 6 piercing and 5 bludgeoning for a total of 11. However, the skeleton does not have to make a save because it's not subject to disease. Galen, you can see that one of the creatures is attacking a skeleton, one of the creatures is attacking Ragu, one of the creatures just died. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray, actually. I think that might be useful here. It's just at second level, but I'm gonna be trying to hit all 3 of them with one beam. Do I have
And
to roll it all 3 times? I forget.
I would tell you whether you have to roll once or for each creature.
Hold on, let me dig through the text a little bit.
You have to roll once for each beam to hit.
Okay. Okay. I will just say that's for creature 6.
Okay,
This next one will be for creature 3.
okay. Which
Nope.
misses?
And this will be for creature 5.
Okay, so 2 of those hit. Go ahead and roll
Okay,
damage.
this is the damage for creature 6.
Who is now dead?
And this will be for creature 5.
Who is not dead.
No,
Takes 8
not by
points
a
of
long shot.
damage at about 1/3 health.
Okay, cool. That will be my turn.
All right. So creature 5 is going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Is going to climb up the face, which costs him 2 hexes. So 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's going to stop there. And round 3. All right. Ragu, the creature in front of you actually hurts you. What are you going to do?
Let's see here. And the other one's climbing up the. The other one's climbing up the.
Yeah, it actually had enough movement that it's actually all the way up there. It just didn't have enough to attack.
Okay.
I think we've got this one.
Okay. Then I am going to have Char swoop down, and let's see. He can do that, can't he? Yeah, he's gonna do a complete flyby and give the help action for the next person to attack creature 5.
Okay.
And I am going to swing on creature 3.
You hit. And you finish it off.
And then I will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my move.
All right. All right, Devak. You see there's no creatures at your level. There's creature 5 up on the small rise. What are you going to do?
My skeletons have bows, correct?
They do, yes.
Fire away.
Okay, are you going to do anything? Or are you
After
going to
them.
wait to see if they hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wait.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Not a whole lot of hits, unfortunately. One of them hit. So the creature
One.
takes 7 piercing damage, but is still alive.
Then I'll shoot it.
Okay. You hit. Both times. And you finish it off.
For 10.
All right, so I will go ahead and take you out of combat. All right, so you have finished off the pack of Cthulhu Panthers that were hunting and just happened to be passing by your camp. And notice Pico and the smell of flesh. So, you do anything else before you go back to sleep?
Is
Eh,
anybody wounded except anybody else get beat?
I think we're fine.
Okay.
yeah. How much
Oh,
injury did you take?
11 points.
Hold on. Let me give you 11 points. Oh, yeah, you don't need much. I've got some good berries for you. I think. I'll eventually find them. There we go.
Did you
So,
roll your d4?
oh, I did that before. 11. These ones are going to be expiring today. I'll give you 3 of those. All right, so that's enough for 12 hit points.
Okay.
All right, and Avak, you notice that 5 of your skeletons didn't take any damage. 1 of your skeletons is about half health. I separated out so you can see their health bars.
Gotcha. Cool.
All
How
right.
do you heal the skeletons?
Good question.
Can I, if I cast a healing
They
spell
fall
on it, would
down.
it damage it?
I think
Oh,
so.
they're supposed to walk it off. Basically, if you just let them deal with the injury, and if they succumb to it, you just bring them back.
Smart. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, that
They're
actually
like
makes a lot
babies;
of
they're resilient that way.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think that's how that works.
That's how
Like
babies
babies, yeah.
work. Yeah, if they die, you just, bring them back.
Resurrect.
Yeah,
Well, what I would
exactly.
And
probably say is you're using a spell to keep them active, right, Devok?
Yeah.
You have to cast it every so often. When you cast it on them next, that heals them. Does
Oh,
that make
okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll take you back to the map.
I realize
Cool.
this is a side point because I made it, but I didn't actually have to make that Constitution save.
You didn't have to make the Constitution save.
Parapet of health.
Uh,
I
Okay.
cannot be
You're
infected by
immune to
diseases or
disease
poisons. Yeah, parapet of. Hold on. Open.
because it's not poison; it's disease.
yeah,
You are
thank
immune
you.
to contracting any disease while you wear the
Okay.
pendant
Okay.
if you
Yeah.
already
As
are
long as it says
infected.
disease, then you're good. Okay. So you wake up the next day. As you wake up, in the early morning, the rain finally breaks, and it starts drizzling. And as you move on further in the day, the rain gets harder and harder. Um, and so basically, this means that on any sort of perception checks or anything like that, you get disadvantage, which is -5 on passive perception. That's the equivalent. But otherwise, you're still able to travel. So what do you do?
As
Do we
we're
want to?
walking through the rain, as we're walking through the rain, all soaking wet, I say, "Well, at least it's not hot, eh?"
Yeah, for real.
No. True enough. Do we want to go to the World Crystal or the Fallen Obelisk?
I don't think it really matters since we're just gonna blow right
Well,
past
we
it,
did
right?
check the fallen obelisk. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the world crystal again.
Mm,
We've not seen that in a while.
smart.
All right, go ahead and move. And I will change maps.
Now we remember we must stay a little bit of distance away because it does try to talk to us and switch
Yeah,
our minds or something.
yeah, it gives you a pop-up.
Hold
I
on.
thought it was just that it gave us the opportunity to mess with our physical attributes.
Yeah, what was the trade out? It was something for Constitution, I think, right?
I don't remember, but I would like to find out again.
I can look that up.
Oh, there it is. Store. Yeah, sorry, I had to. I realized I didn't actually have that
I
map
think it was Wisdom.
restored, so I just did that. So now I got to find out where Roll20 decided to put it.
Right?
Hold on one
It was
moment.
like, it was either Intelligence or Wisdom for Constitution, I think.
All right, let's see. That was our first expedition.
There it is.
Yeah.
Is
That's
intelligence
probably
or
going to be
wisdom
this
for
one.
Constitution?
And you guys aren't there. You guys are back here. And let me put Galen in there.
Yeah.
And I'll put Char in there. And one thing you notice, even though they have not noticed you yet, is you see more Cthulhu Panthers have moved in.
Hmm.
Oh, anybody got murder on their mind?
I
Currently,
think
they
we can
seem to
dig
be
it.
lying down at the moment, and they don't seem to have noticed your presence yet.
Oh, I forgot this is where we like first saw them.
Well, uh,
That's a lot.
I
I
would.
would prefer if we didn't do that.
Oh, I think we can do this.
I mean,
I've got a dumb
10 is
idea.
close.
Let's try and catch one alive.
Oh, excellent
Okay.
idea. Um,
You gonna try and
I
tame
Yeah,
it?
have
okay.
I have some rope. We can try and put a slip knot lasso into my rope. Let's see, equipment. Yeah,
Oh,
I
we only
got.
need one Char.
Yeah, I can try and put a slip knot lasso into our rope to see if we can try and capture one. And remind me again, is it just wisdom or intelligence for Constitution? Didn't it ask something else?
I
Can I
thought that was
approach?
it, but
I
I
thought there
might
was
be
something else
wrong.
it might have done. I don't remember exactly.
Oh, I was looking that up.
As you approach Ragu, you notice that with the crystal, something seems off. It's still glowing and everything, but you notice that there are fine cracks running all through it.
Hmm.
I'd like to do. Well, first off, when I get to this point, I'd like to pick a couple of more of these herbs because this was the plant that I was able to use to make my original Cthulhu Panther antidote.
Okay,
So I'd like
go
to
ahead
gather
and
some more
give
of
me an
that.
herbalism or alchemy roll to see if you get the right part of the plant.
I have botany.
Botany will work. Okay, so yeah, you definitely collect some for um, a couple of doses. So you can spend a minute to collect a single dose, 5 minutes to collect two, 10 minutes to collect three, and beyond that, there aren't enough of the proper parts of the plant. So how much
All
time do you
right.
want to spend collecting doses?
Do you guys mind for a moment? I'll collect 3 doses of Cthulhu Panther cure.
Have at it. While you're doing that, I've got a dumb idea.
Okay.
I'm just going to evaluate that right now. But you've got your time to do it. I'm not doing anything that's going to trigger anything.
Okay. So Ragu's busy for 10 minutes. What's everybody else doing?
I'm going to go ahead and stealth my way over here.
Okay.
And
Go ahead and give me a stealth check then. All right.
oops.
Should double
Uh,
check, but yeah, you're fine.
I accidentally rolled it at advantage when I was meant to have it on normal.
Oh, that's fine. We take the first value in that case,
Yep.
which succeeds.
All right. I'll wait till Ragu is nearly done with his. Or actually, no. Tell I'm sure he's done. Then once I do, I'm going to go ahead and scoot over and
Well,
actually.
before you do that, go ahead and if you're waiting for him, is there anything Galen and Devok that you're doing during that 10 minutes?
I don't
Um,
think there's much I need to do.
yeah,
Okay, so you guys are
me
just going to
too.
stand back and wait.
Yeah,
Pretty
I'm
much.
just gonna stand and wait till
Um,
these guys are ready to go.
Okay, go ahead, Pika.
whilst I'm this close, wasn't the World Crystal used to saying, something in our heads?
It
Or
did,
should I be?
Correct.
but it's not saying anything.
It's not saying anything right now as I collect the herbs
That's
that
right.
Oh, he's so mad about that, he just dropped out of the game.
Yeah.
Well, why he's dropped out? What are you doing, Pico?
All right. I'm gonna have Fire Lily get close while invisible, but in the air, and then I'm gonna go ahead and climb up on the cliff here, and
All right, you go to start climbing up. You've already made your stealth check, I believe. Yeah. So go ahead and give me a climbing check.
okay, climbing. Come on, I know it's something I've got. There we go.
Okay, yeah, you managed to climb your way up. There's kind of a near miss when you come across some loose rocks, but you figure that out before putting pressure on there and scoot around. So you've climbed up.
All right. So I'm going to get to where I'm about within 15 feet of above one of these things.
Oh, but one thing I want to be clear, and maybe you would have done something completely different had I mentioned this before, but this is actually a cave, and you're seeing into the cave.
All right. Well, I remember last time I messed with this thing, I was hanging above the ceiling. But if I get like above the entrance and then look down, is there one below me within 15 feet?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So for that purpose, then I'm just going to use Fire Lily as a reference, I guess, to be approximately where I am or something. But I guess if creature 10 is the closest.
Yeah. So this moving fire lily, you would probably be hanging somewhere like in front of it like that.
All right, that works. Um, so what I'm going to do is I am going to use a bonus action to turn into a giant octopus, and I am going to try and snatch that Cthulhu panther.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a melee attack.
All right, just a sec. Gotta update my wild shape. All right. Oh, geez. Let's see. What is it for this? It's
One of the tentacle attacks would be fine.
yeah. Okay, so it's going to be a D20 plus 5.
Okay. You need to get a 15.
And I miss.
Okay, so you go to grab it, and almost like a psychic sense, it seems to detect something is happening and actually backs out of view.
All right.
And at this point in time, they all start looking around, and Ragu would be finishing up, and Galen and Devok are there, so they probably notice Ragu. So roll for initiative.
Here we go. So which one are we gonna keep alive?
anyone we get.
Okay.
Let's get my skeletons ready.
Yep. Let me
Hey,
go ahead
I
and copy them
finally
over
rolled
while you
one.
guys are rolling. And they're going to be over here by you, so I'm just going to separate them out a bit. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, good. All right, has everybody rolled initiative?
Yep.
All right. Galen, you notice in the background you see Pico above the cave mouth. You see him turn into an octopus and attempt to grab one, and that seems to stir up a lot of them. One of them kind of backs up, opens its mouth, and this hissing noise comes out, and then several of the others seem to become alerted and notice Ragu and potentially you guys as well, especially with all the skeletons there. And you can tell they're getting ready to attack. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'll shoot number 9 with a firebolt. Just to
Okay.
keep it nice
Do
and
you have
easy.
enough range?
I should. Let me double check. It says 120 feet.
Okay, that's your long range, and that's plenty. So go ahead and roll. And you hit. Their AC is 15.
All right.
All right, you hit him, and that definitely hurt him. You heard it yowl. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right, Pico, you're still hanging over as an octopus, um, and I'm assuming that after you grabbed, you retracted your limb.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and slap in again and try and grab another one.
All right, creature 10 is probably out of range, but you could might be able to get creature 9. So go ahead and
Creature.
make a melee attack. It's the one over here.
Okay, nope, that's a 13.
Okay, it also dodges out of the way. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that'll do it.
All right, Ragu, you can see that Pico's continuing to attempt to grab one of the creatures. They're clearly getting ready to attack. What are you going to do?
I go running up. I have an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm trying to calculate here.
Okay.
Okay, so I can web the entire front of this cave. And if I web from
You can use the
right
draw
here,
tool, and you can just draw where your web goes.
okay, I'm really bad at drawing, but I'll try. This, and then I think it'll go all the way back.
So from there back to the back of the cave?
Yeah, kind of a
Okay.
20-foot
I got it.
here. But I think I can catch all of them in the web, and then we can run up. I've got the lasso. Pico's trying to hook them. We can definitely get one of these suckers alive.
All right, so that's your action. Are you doing anything else in your turn?
I moved. I can't bonus action move. That's stuck for now. Char comes flying. Oh, sorry. I don't mean that one. Delete.
All right. Let me check this real quick.
Delete.
On its turn,
There.
or enters them during its turn. Saving throw. All right. All right. Now, it's a little late now, and I'm actually okay with the way it turned out because they were insects. But it looks like with the web, when they make their decks on entering or being in the web on their turn, they only have to make it once, I think. So
Oh, well, it counts as rough terrain, so
it
I thought
does.
it
No,
was
no,
every step.
that's all true. But they only have to make the save once. So big creatures like this aren't likely to get stuck in it for as long, although it's still possible. Um, so that's fine. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So creature 10 is starting its turn in the web, so it does have to make its save. It's a 16, right? So it fails. So it is stuck and restrained. And it can take an action to try to break free, which it fails. All right. Creature 11 does the same. All right, Dex. Okay, so creature 11 is able to get out. All right, so we'll just go with that for now. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Char is way up in the air.
Oh, sorry.
He's
Go
not
this
on the
way.
ground.
7.
Yeah, sorry.
So that's its normal movement because it can't. It had to spend an extra hex to get out, and it runs up to you, but it doesn't have enough movement to attack.
Okay.
All right, creature 3. Let's see. Let's make its dex save. It fails and does not break free, so it is stuck till this next turn at least. Alright, creature 9. It's stuck. Creature 1. Alright, so it is not stuck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Creature 7. Okay, it gets stuck. It spends its action to break free. So that's its
Now,
action.
does it make its dexterity save to get stuck, and then
It
it
says
has to
that
wait
if
till
it
next
starts, it
turn to
enters
make
or
its
it
strength
starts its
save?
turn. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains. A creature restrained by webs uses action to make a strength check. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
You're right. They may not actually be able to do that in the same turn, so I'm going to go ahead and make them stuck.
But next turn he can possibly get out. So,
Yeah, next turn will be possible.
okay,
then.
yeah, because you can make one a dex or a strength. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
wasn't sure
fair
about
enough.
that.
Well, it makes it easier for me. I don't have to make as many saves.
Hello?
Hello.
Yep, we hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, just checking.
Yeah, sorry. It's taking a little while to get through all their saves.
Sorry, I didn't realize I'd slow down battle that much. Well, I knew I'd slow it down some, but
That's not your fault. This is just part of the deal. All right.
yeah, still fun.
Devok, there's a lot of creatures. That's part of it. All right, you notice that a couple of the creatures have gotten free. Most of them are seen to be stuck, although a couple haven't moved yet. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna have my creatures or my skeletons attack creature 1 and 11.
Okay.
They can move up and just fire away. Starting with creature 1.
All right. Let's see. What is their range? I think it's 60. So I think they could. Let's see. 60. So I think they might be able to shoot from where they are. Yeah. It looks like they can shoot from where they are, so they're fine. They're just going to stand there and shoot unless you specifically tell them to move.
I'll have them move up a little bit,
Okay.
like to
Sure. Okay,
theirs.
you want that far. Okay, no problem. All right. So they're going to shoot. So you said 1 and 11. So that would probably mean half would shoot at 1 and half would shoot at 11.
Sounds good.
So that is 1. They don't have advantage, unfortunately. So only one of those hits for 8 damage. And then the other 3 shoot at 11 and miss. And what are you doing, Devok?
Then I will shoot creature 1 with Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. Oh, obviously you
Nice.
hit. So that's 13 and 5 for looks like 18 damage. So it's not quite dead, but close. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Well, creature 11 is going to move slightly and attack Ragu.
Okay.
And Ragu easily dodges its attacks despite its effort to flank. Creature 4 is going to make a dex save to see if it gets stuck. And it does. So it is restrained. Creature 5 is going to make a dex save to see if it gets stuck. And it does, so it too is restrained. And once again, you see the value of the web. At the beginning of round 2, All right, Galen. So creature 1 is weak. Creature 11
Yeah.
is attacking Ragu, and everybody else is stuck in the cave. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna finish off creature 1 with a firebolt.
Okay. You hit. Can you do at least 4 damage?
Let's find out.
You
Yes.
do, and you finish it off. Is that the end of your turn?
Um, I think I'm gonna kind of move up with the Vox skeletons. About here should be fine.
All right. All right, Pico. It looks like creature 9 and 10 are restrained. Well, 9 was the one that was within reach, um, which means that it's stuck in the web, so it can still jostle around and try to back up, but you definitely have advantage if you're still trying to grab it.
I will go ahead and try and attack it. That roll finally works. There's a +5 on that.
Okay, so your tentacle wraps around creature 9. So what are you doing with it?
Okay, well, that does a 2d6 +3.
Okay.
So let's roll that first. For what it's worth, I am trying for non-lethal damage.
Fair enough. So
Oops, I did that wrong. Let's see. What did I? Wow. 5 points.
So it wraps around and starts strangling it a bit, but that creature's fighting back, and despite the webbing, is able to stave off most of the damage. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'll go since it's still restrained in there. I'm gonna go ahead and just let go of it and retract for the time being.
Okay. All right, Ragu, your web is still have these things trapped, and I always forget, is your web concentration?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have to remember to roll a Constitution save if you take damage. All right, what are you going to do?
Okay. Just so you know, I put that little symbol on Char just to remind you that he's in the air, so you don't have to worry about redirecting your creatures again.
Okay.
Char is going to. Yeah, he's got 60 feet. Okay, he's going to swoop down here, giving me the help action with creature 11, and then finish off his swoop over here somewhere near. I am going to use my lasso to try and rope up creature 11.
Okay, so just so you
That's
know, if it's still active and around, lassoing him is not going to be enough to stop him from attacking you or knock him unconscious or anything. You'll actually have to damage him enough to knock him out.
Oh, okay. We have to damage him enough to knock him out. I
Yeah,
can't
you can
just
tell me you're
hog
trying to
tie
do
him.
non-lethal damage in your final hit, but lassoing him up be like lassoing a horse. It's still going to run around and try to get away and hit you and everything else.
Okay, I was talking about when they rope the calf's back legs and pull and knock him on the ground, and then they run over and tie up his legs.
Oh, you're going to try to. Yeah, I don't know if you have those kinds of rope skills, honestly. You can
I was
try.
taking it as either a net or an improvised weapon, both of which I'm proficient in for the fighter.
Yeah, you can try doing a hit with an improvised weapon then.
Okay. Oh wait, I've got help action. I can do that a second time. Actually, let's see what's faster. Um, my necrotic blast is also at +8, so this is the same roll.
I suppose it is. All right. So yeah, you take your rope and you manage to lasso it over his legs, which causes him to fall prone, but he is still conscious and will still try to attack and everything else. All right, is that
Oh
the end of your
yes,
turn?
I expect. Yes, it is. I expect that was my full attack, right? So my bonus action can't be used for anything.
Yeah, you were. That's not a normal attack, so yeah,
Yeah.
you can't do a bonus
Okay.
action attack.
Yeah, I fully expect the next couple of rounds will be me grappling and then thoroughly tying it.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so creature 10 is going to attempt to break free. It fails. Creature 3 is going to try to break free, and I might as well just leave this thing open. It's going to be a while. It fails. Creature 9 is going to break free, and it succeeds. So he's no longer has that effect. So that counts as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to look around. It's going to see its ally there. It's going to see Galen and Devok. So let's see. What is it going to do? It's going to go after... It doesn't care about its ally. It's going to go after easier prey. All right. Number 11 attempts to break free. It fails. Number 2 is going to attempt to break free. It fails. Number 8 is attempt to break free. It succeeds. So let me take this thing off. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it too is going to assess the situation and decide to help its friend or go after easier prey. It's going to help its friend. It doesn't have enough time to attack, but it's at least going to run up. And then creature 6 is going to try to break free. And it fails. All right, Devok, you can see that Ragu is potentially flanked. You can see creature 9 heading in your direction. What are you going to do?
I will. Let's shoot at creature 11.
Okay.
I have them shoot creature 11.
All right, so that's what you order your skeletons to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, so that's 2 hits.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
he takes
unlucky.
20 damage. So what are you doing, Devok?
I shoot. Nope. Wow.
You have advantage on creature 11 if that's who you're shooting at.
Oh,
No, you don't,
okay.
because he's prone. You actually have disadvantage when they're prone. But that's
Live
okay.
catch, everybody! Live catch.
Fair enough. That probably we're not going to redo the skeletons, but they should have had disadvantage. All right, is that the end of your turn, Devok?
Yeah.
All right, creature 11. Its legs are tied up. It's going to wiggle around, and it still has its tentacles and it still has its mouth. So it's biting at Ragu. It figures that the best way to get free is to kill the thing holding it. Unfortunately for it, Ragu is much harder to hit than that, and it fails. All right. Creature 11 is going to attempt to break free. And it does not succeed.
Didn't creature 11 just?
Sorry,
use
creature
its
4 is going
action
to break
to
free.
attack?
Sorry. Creature 2 or 5 is going to try to break free. And fails. So at the beginning of round 3, Galen, you can see that Ragu has one of the creatures tied, and he's attempting to bite Galen back. Creature 8 is going to attack Galen. Creature 9 is coming around some rocks toward Devok. What are you going to do?
I think I'm gonna attack creature 9 as it comes around.
Okay,
So I'll
it's
shoot
got
it.
these rocks in the way, so that'll basically give it partial cover, which means
Oh,
that
well,
it gives it +2 to its AC,
I can
or
move.
-2 to your hit.
That's fine. I'll be fine. That'll be fine.
Okay, it
And
hits the rock.
no, it does not, because that is an actual raw 16 from the Bloodwell vial.
Oh, it's a what?
Yeah, hold on. I can't share
That
it. The
that
It's an
Bloodwell
16
18.
vial.
Is
turns
that what you said?
into an 18. He gets a
Yeah,
Okay,
+2.
I
so
get a
that hits
plus
then.
2 to my attack spells. Wonderful.
Oh, 13 damage. Not enough to kill it, but really close.
Oh, no. 1 health. Alright, too bad.
Excuse me.
Alright, I think
Live
that's
catch,
gonna be
everybody.
my
Live
turn.
catch.
We have like 7 of them in the in the cave. I think we'll get a live one.
Okay.
Well, that's going to change here a little bit.
All right, anyway, Galen, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Pico, you might be able to get to creature 10, but it's backed up, so I'm going to give you a disadvantage if you're still attacking from the mouth.
Well, I am still attacking from the mouth, but not the way you'd think. I am going to exit wild shape form, and while I'm hanging here, I'm going to just light them up. I'm going to drop a moonbeam centered on creature 7.
Okay.
So I should cast 5 of them, and I am casting that at level 3. Moonbeam level 3. 14-point moonbeam.
All right. All right. It looks like some succeed, some fail. It damages everybody. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that'll do it.
All right, Ragu, this creature that you've managed to get its legs, but it's still writhing about and biting, and its tentacles are attacking you. What are you gonna do?
All right. Quick deduction. If I just punch it and knock it out, it's going to be easier to tie up, or can I just take one more round of grappling and finish tying it up so it's completely immobile?
Yeah, what you think it would definitely be easier if you knocked it out to tie it up. It's as it's moving around, you think it's going to be rather difficult to actually tie up its tentacles and its mouth and its legs. It doesn't seem you're not going to be able to do all that in one round. So it's potentially less painful to just knock the thing out.
Okay, that sounds good to me. That was a deduction or something. Just battle,
Yeah, no, that's
knowing
fine.
my fighting. Okay. In that case, I'm using the flat. Wait a second. Char's gonna fly by and give help.
This guy,
On
creature 11's already prone, so you already have advantage.
Oh, okay. In that case, he's gonna fly by and give help on creature 8, and then continue moving.
Okay.
All right. So I already have advantage using the flat of my sword. Oh, hiccup. Sorry. Using the flat of my sword, I'm just gonna whack him once.
Hit. And you knock him out. So I'm just going to put an
Okay.
X through him. He's not dead, but he's unconscious.
All right. My second attack is again just gonna be with the flat of my sword. Just doing one yaw spin and hit creature 8.
Okay. You hit. All right, so 14 damage.
And then my follow-up is just gonna be a big old punch in his face.
All right, and that hits as well. For another 8.
And I'm gonna add a 1d8 on that.
Hoping for an 8? Nope.
Hoping for an 8.
Not
But
quite.
You don't have any
knock
memories
him.
of Lumev.
Yeah. Well, I'll do 3 more damage, and he needs to make a DC 15 strength check or get knocked prone.
Okay. And he does not succeed, so he is prone.
Cool.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
That is.
All right. Creature 10 is going to attempt to break free and fail. Creature 3 is going to attempt to break free and fail. Creature 9, same. Oh, wait. Is Creature 9 outside? Oh, Creature 9 is outside. So Creature 9 is not going to fail at that. Instead, let's see. He got shot by Galen. So he is going to spend 2 hexes to climb up on the rocks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one of the skeletons gets an opportunity attack, which he's going to take.
Non-lethal.
But he misses. And so Creature 9 bites Galen.
No.
And tentacles.
No.
But fortunately for Galen, he dodges everything.
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
All right. So back to the strength saves. All right. Creature 7 breaks free. So 2, 4. Let's turn that off. 5, 6, 7, 8. And what's it going to do? Let's find out. It's going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, move. All right. Creature 2 is going to break free. He's going to roll a 20 and just get right out of there. And he does. 2. So that's 4, 6, 7, 8. And it's not looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so creature 2 is a coward and runs. All right, creature 8 is prone, so he's going to spend half his movement to get up. He's going to take a disengage action and then run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he starts climbing the rock, although he doesn't make it up. Creature 6 is going to try to break free. And he's going to fail. And Avok, you can see that 2 of the creatures are running for their lives. Creature 7 is looping around. Creature 9 is attacking Galen. What are you going to do?
I will. Let's see.
I know it's not my turn, but I have a dumb question. Can spells be non-lethal damage?
Spells do what they do. So if they normally do lethal damage, then they'll continue doing lethal damage.
Okay, I didn't know. I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna shoot at creature 7 will break.
Okay. The first one hits.
For 9.
9. Not enough to take it out, but definitely enough to hurt it.
Then I'll have 4 of my skeletons come around where I am, and then shoot at the creature 7.
All right. 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay, 2 of them hit. The first one kills it. The second one shoots where it was. What are the other 2 skeletons doing?
Finishing off creature 9.
Okay. So they're going to drop their bows and go in with the short swords. And only one of them hits. But that one does 16 damage and kills it. All right. So creature 11 is still unconscious. I'm just going to move him from the combat order. Creature 4 is going to break free and fail. Creature 5 is going to break free and fail as well. So at the beginning of round 4, Galen, the creature attacking you has been dispatched. The creature to the north has been dispatched. The creature 8 is attempting to climb a rock and run away. Creature 2, way to the north, is attempting to run away as well. And several creatures are still stuck in the web. What are you going to do?
I'll move up. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I want to attack anything? They're kind of stuck. I feel kind of mean about it.
Well, they may become unstuck at any point.
That's true. I'm gonna take out creature 10 with a firebolt.
All right.
Pow.
All right. You hit. And that also is going to, I
Free
believe,
it a little bit.
fry
Yeah.
that patch. But we'll deal with that when we get there. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and unstuck him. All right, Pico, you basically saw Galen fire into the cave. What are you going to do?
All right, first let's see what my moonbeam does. 15 points.
All right. 15, you said?
You higher level cast it.
Yep.
So okay.
Yeah.
It was so close to killing one of them, or two of them. But it does kill creature 10, which is the one that Galen fired at.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and charge down. And said creature 8 was up on a rock.
He's climbing a rock, yeah, over here.
Okay, how high up is he?
About 5 feet.
Oh, okay. I'll run up, and as he's trying to flee, I'm going to go ahead and trying to go non-lethal here, but I'm going to attack with my claws. Okay, well, that first one definitely hits. 8 points.
All right, you get him.
All right. So that's another one restrained.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Ragu, your web is still active as far as I know. The creature next to you is unconscious. There's a creature to the north attempting to run away. He'll escape soon, and a bunch of creatures in the cave. What are you going to do?
Throw rocks.
Okay, this is. All right, I'm going to. Nobody kill this one. He's already unconscious. I'm going to run up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to. Eldritch Blast creature 4.
4? Okay.
Normal. Okay. And
That's advantage because he's restrained, right?
That's correct.
oh yes, advantage, not normal. Okay.
All right.
24
Well,
and
those
a
are hits.
28.
And a crit. Okay, so you finished it off.
Okay, as I cast Eldritch Blast, I yell, leave 5 and 6, I can knock them out.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
That is.
All right, creature 3. He's still trying to break free. And he succeeds. 1, 2, 4, 6. All right. So 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You lose him as he runs into the rocky hills, and due to the rockiness of the terrain and where he's climbing, it's very unlikely you'd be able to track him. So he's gone. All right, creature 2. I think creatures 2's.
He's at the top
Oh,
and
he's at
going
the
to be
top.
playing.
Okay, so same deal with him. All right, creature 6 is going to try to break free. Will he succeed? No, he does not. All right, Devak, you see that the only creatures left are the 2 in the web, and I'll just tell you they both have 1 hit point. What are you going to do?
I will. Let's send my skeletons after them first, and I'll move up with them.
You're having to move up, is that what you said?
Yeah, and then
I
shoot
did
at
just
you.
say leave 5 and 6. I can knock them out.
Okay, if you want to, but I can just fire away.
Yeah, no. If they're like multi-sex creatures, we might need 2, a boy and a girl.
Oh, I see. Um,
Just
okay,
so
yeah.
you know,
Sure.
your skeletons are firing arrows. There's really no way to shoot an arrow at something with 1 hit point without the possibility of it dying.
I take back my command. We're not going to kill them.
Okay. So do you do anything else?
No, I just stand here and wait.
All right. So creature 5 is going to try to break free. And boy, is that a failure. All right, round 5. Galen, 2 creatures with 1 hit point each are stuck in the web, desperately trying to get free. What are you going to do?
I'm just gonna run up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And I'll just I'll cast sleep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that.
Yeah, it's 5d8, and that's how many hit points.
Okay, so they're asleep then.
And
I'm just
it's
going to put
20.
X's through them just so to recognize that they're asleep.
Yep.
I immediately dismiss my moonbeam.
All right, your moonbeam is gone, and we're going to go ahead and exit from combat.
Yeah, my web will go away.
So that should be 4 of these things we got.
Yeah.
Do you want me to heal these ones?
I realize I don't have any major skill.
I can't hear you.
Is it? Sorry. I realize I don't have any real major skill, but actually anybody, Devak, Galen, Biko, can we do a quick examination of these unconscious creatures as we tie them up to see if they have naughty bits?
Yeah, I
Sure,
guess so.
why not?
All right. Yeah, you guys check it out. You're not seeing
Yeah,
anything that you recognize. However, if anybody's proficient in medicine, they can make a check.
Yeah, we just need to find out if
Uh,
there are boy and girl panthers or if they reproduce
Asexual.
asexually.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
Oh.
make a check.
Okay.
You know,
Although it
and I
doesn't matter too much. I think we should take all 4 of them anyway.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I can offer some expert guidance.
sure. That's 1d4.
Yep.
Medicine.
So you're examining their bodies, and it's inconclusive. There's nothing obvious. Clearly, if they do have any sort of sexual reproduction, you may not know what to look for. But it isn't at all clear whether that's the case or not.
Don't worry, Galen. I don't kink shame.
Christ. All right. Do you guys want me to clean this one up, or do you want me to heal them up, or leave them?
I don't think we want them too fit. We can worry about that once we get them back. So my
They
thinking
can
is we'll go.
survive.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll restrain these as good as we can, muzzle them up and everything. Let's take the dead bodies too, because it's only half a day's journey to get back. These bodies will be fresher than they would be when we normally come in. These will probably be pretty nice research specimens. So
Sure.
All right. And not
yeah,
only that, we have some bed rolls in the wagon. We can go ahead and sacrifice those to sack them up as well as tie them up so they're rather well restrained.
All right.
so yeah, I think that's 6 dead bodies, 4 live ones. No, 5 dead bodies, 4 live ones, 2 escaped.
All right, so you collect up the bodies. You put them in the wagon along with the sleeping woman. So what do you guys do? You've traveled half the day.
Uh, actually, no. I'm going to have Ire carry the sleeping woman, and I'm going, well away from the wagon, and I'm going to stick next to him to make sure she's okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, not playing that game. All right, we make our final stop off to the portal.
All right, so you managed to go through the portal without any additional incident. And once you've actually these zombies are these zombies still alive?
Oh,
Um, technically,
How
so
many? Oh, okay. So basically, what you're gonna have to do, and you don't have to do it right now, is I had the house rule where you can control up to 8 creatures. So you'll have to pick what of what you want.
okay.
If you don't want to keep the skeletons, you can still keep their bones, so you can reanimate them later.
Yeah.
Skeletons
Um,
are better, I think.
That might be better because we can
uh,
pack all their bones in a couple of backpacks and not have to walk through the portal with a
yeah.
coffiny
No,
But
they're better.
undead.
However, yeah, they're better until you update the zombies. Then I'm sure the zombies will be on par.
yeah, the big thing the zombies don't have is ranged. But anyway, you think about that between sessions, because basically the way you're met with a group of soldiers who seem very eager to escort you back to the Nexus. It appears that they aren't very talkative. They've apparently been given orders to escort you to Carl, and and go straight there. So they take you back to Carl, and you have your debrief. And normally we would do that now, but I think what we'll do is we'll do that next session. However, before we go, I will give you all your experience points so that you're ready for next session for downtime. You'll have 2 weeks of downtime, most likely, as you'll see shortly. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up your experience points, and then next week we'll do all that other stuff. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 12 times 175 is 2100. And Ragu, I'm actually
Yeah.
giving you, or I'm actually giving everybody experience points for treasure. You didn't actually get to keep your the weapon you found. However, you did go through great effort to get it and danger, and so you had it for a while.
There is
Yeah.
great danger.
I made a deduction roll. It's like, oh, it's counting down to explode. Damn it.
Yeah.
It would have been so cool to fight it.
And the other thing I'm doing is you're receiving the experience points for your goal in order to since you've uncovered information about the weapon and have a much better idea of where to find it and everything. So you'll be getting more experience points for that than normal. So
Okay.
as a result, let me show the players. As a result, for session
Whoa.
56, you get 13,150 experience points, 2,100 from encounter, 350 from treasure, 700 from exploration, and 10,000 for finding the important information and next steps regarding the weapon. In addition to that, everybody gets 350 from learning by failure because there was a lot of combat, so I'm sure everybody failed at least twice. And so what this means is that everybody should have enough experience points to level up twice. So we're going to be going through 2 weeks of downtime. It took you the whole day, so basically starting the next day. So it'll be the first when you start downtime, and then it'll be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it'll be the 15th, first day. When you're finished with downtime, it'll be Haro the 15th.
Alrighty, and I do feel like I literally got my learning by failure because, I'm going to try the octopus thing. I was like, wow, this ain't working.
Yep, fair enough.